Diaz has done it one game. So they have guys that can go. They have a litany of guards. So we'll be prepped for that. It's going to come down to the defensive end of shutting down their ISOs. And Mastorovic is, a great player, almost 15 a game in conference. So we'll be ready for it.
All right, let's talk about this senior class of 6 that will be recognized tonight. Obviously, there's a lot more basketball to go, but the last one for them here in this building. Your thoughts on this class as they get recognized tonight?
Oh, this class has been special. This being my 4th year here, I'll start off with Harry. Being with him the whole time, seeing his maturation, his maturity, being an elite leader on this team, to bring these seniors together. You got different personalities, characters, individuals that have really come together well in the time they've been here. Fish, who's been awesome, outstanding. Glad he's found the love for the game again. We've been able to help him with that. Dre, who's stepped it up, check boxes and what he wants to do, being a player on a good team. Hunter Erickson, who stepped up significantly for us. Didn't come here to play the role that he probably thought he was with our 2 point guards going down, but he's done that. You consider him a point guard now. And then, Yassine's had up and down year, but he's been a proven contributor on a winning team. So, and then Gitas, can't forget about Gitas, first team preseason all conference. He's awesome. The 4 bigs that we have are starting bigs in our conference. So for teams to have to match up against that and plan for that, saying, oh, Big Fish is going out. Oh, here comes Yassine or Gitas. Like that, it is awesome to coach these guys. We'll really miss them. But hopefully we got a lot more games to play.
Yeah. All right, last question for you. You can answer this however you want, personally, professionally, an opportunity to play for at least a share of the conference title. We're taping this before the UC Irvine game has even begun, so we'll know once this airs. But your thoughts, either or, professionally, personally, having something like that to play for tonight, how does that feel?
It's awesome. I'm conflicted because you never want to get too high on yourself and say, the hay's not in the barn. So we got to come out and do our job tonight. And whatever the outcome of the UC Irvine game, we have to do our part. So that's the biggest thing. I feel good about this team. Like I said, from seniors to freshmen, really love these guys. These guys deserve it. But they got to prove it. I told them in the last huddle, Long Beach is not just going to lay down for us tonight. So we got to know that coming into it and play like we are owed something, and we deserve this. So if we come out with that tonight, I think the odds are in our favor.
Let's have some fun tonight. Thanks, Coach.
Let's go. Go Bows.
Rainbow Warrior Countdown brought to you by Chick-fil-A Ala Moana. Make any occasion special by ordering a catered feast from Chick-fil-A Ala Moana. From nugget trays to salads and wraps, let Chick-fil-A Ala Moana handle the prep so you can enjoy the party. More when we return from Manoa. You're listening to Rainbow Warrior Countdown on ESPN Honolulu.
Your health tip of the week is with Dr. Timothy Swindle of Hawaii Pacific Health.
Colorectal cancer is one of the most common types of cancer in the U.S., but it is preventable and treatable if detected early. Speak to your doctor about getting colorectal cancer screenings at regular intervals starting at age 45. With a team of experts in leading-edge technology, Hawaii Pacific Health's medical centers and clinics are there to help you live healthier.
Learn more at hawaiipacifichealth.org/cancer centers.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
Find your BMW today with a test drive at BMW of Honolulu.
Ted, I understand you have a brand new showroom 50 feet from your original location in the Waimalu Plaza?
We doubled our showroom size, and it looks spectacular. We now inventory more wedding rings, wedding bands, fashion jewelry, and loose diamonds. By being centrally located, we are now 25 minutes away from Kaneohe, Kailua, Mililani, Ewa Beach, Kapolei, and in town.
Pacific Diamond Wedding Rings, Hawaii's diamond experts and Hawaii's only gem cutter. On the web at pacificdiamond.us.
Kimo, you all set?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay then, let's do this.
I like this place.
Yeah, Hawaiian Financial FCU feels local.
They feel right. I can do this.
Graduation, a big step forward. So is making sure your graduate is set up for the real world. That's why local families choose Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union. Friendly service, trusted support, and help setting your kid up for what's next. Hawaiian Financial. Together starts here for life. Membership open to Oahu and Maui residents. Federally insured by NCUA.
While Hawaii's public employees were hard at work, politicians in Washington handed billionaires massive tax breaks. Now Hawaii lawmakers may need to cut essential public services to cover the shortfall. That could mean inadequate food safety protections, fewer health services, and weakened public safety. When Hawaii calls, who will be there to answer? Tell your lawmakers, protect Hawaii's vital public services. A message from HGEA.
Aloha, Kanoa Leahy here. I want to tell you about a special Kama'aina company I love, Kahala, the original Aloha shirt since 1936. Locally owned and operated in Honolulu, Kahala has been crafting iconic Aloha shirts for generations. To celebrate 90 years of Aloha in 2026, Kahala will be releasing limited edition shirts honoring each decade, from the 1930s to the 2020s. They look great and feel even better. Support local and check them out online at kahala.com, on Instagram at Kahala, or at one of their 6 locations island-wide.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Closing in on tip between Hawaii and Long Beach State here from Manoa. Our keys to today's game brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. We've got you covered. Gavin Sykes can put up points. He is one of the best scorers in the conference, one of the best freshman scorers in the country, and he's back after missing Thursday's game. Can't let him go off early. That's going to be one of the big things. And for Hawaii, I think you feel really, really comfortable in this game if you can get out to an early start. I get 2. Get out to an early start. Sorry, Ron cannot do it. 2. I get 2 fist bumps today. Get out to a strong start and don't leave it as one of those games where you're kind of just trying to fight through some early troubles to kind of pull away at the end. Hawaii's got to get off to a stronger outing here to open this game. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds here for station ID. You are listening to Rainbow Warrior Countdown on ESPN Honolulu.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader, KHKA AM 1500 and at 92.7 FM, part of the IO family of companies.
Rainbow Warrior Countdown here on ESPN Honolulu is brought to you by Malona. Stay cool and go green this UH sports season with Malona Ice Cream. Try Malona's new Pina Colada flavor, exclusive to Hawaii, and beat the heat while cheering on the Bows. Find Malona at any Costco, Foodland, Safeway, and 7-Eleven near you. Go green and enjoy Malona, the coolest way to cheer on the Bows. Final game of the regular season in the Big West Conference, about ready to go, as Hawaii and Long Beach State getting ready to tip it off. And for Hawaii, one last time as a member of the Big West Conference. Lineups and tip when we come back to Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. You are listening to Rainbow Warrior Countdown on ESPN Honolulu.
Tip off your lunch game with Earl Hawaii. When hunger drives you, Earl Hawaii delivers with hot, stacked sandwiches, juicy burgers, crispy fried chicken, and loaded fries. Made fresh, fast, and full of flavor. That's a bucket every time. Whether you're at halftime or running the fast break, score big at Earl Hawaii. Visit us in Kaimuki, Kaka'ako, and Kapolei. Serving Hawaii since 2014. Earl, eat a real lunch. Go to earlhawaii.com today. Let's go, Bows.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax free edition only. Roughly 37% of filings qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. Now this is tax.
Love that jam. Up next, commercial.
And to get TurboTax free edition, see if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
Rainbow basketball season is here, and Helle's running full court press on savings. Save 25 cents per gallon on fuel every day when you download the Helle app. That's right, save 25 cents per gallon every single day with the Helle app. Plus, use your Helle, Aina rewards points for a refuel or a spam musubi. Whether you're courtside or watching from home, Helle's got the winning play. Download the app to redeem.
Helle on!
In the automotive industry, time and trust mean everything. Miss an electrical problem, and it can mean big problems for your operation. That's why Napa believes in testing the 5 critical components in every vehicle: the battery, starter, alternator, relay, and serpentine belt. And why we deliver the parts, tools, and expertise you need to catch problems before they become breakdowns. So test every vehicle and trust the name that keeps your bays busy and your business moving full speed ahead.
Napa know-how!
Not all filters are created equal. That's why pros choose Napa Gold. Filters built for performance, protection, and reliability. Every Napa Gold filter is engineered to meet or exceed OE specifications, delivering the quality and confidence your shop depends on while preventing costly comebacks. Raise the bar in your shop with the filters trusted by professionals and drivers who expect more. Napa Gold, the gold standard in every vehicle.
Napa know-how! Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
From Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center, it is the last Big West regular season home game for the University of Hawaii before departing for the Mountain West Conference. And as Hawaii knows, it's got the double bye next week in the Big West Conference Tournament. Hawaii would like to earn a share of the conference title, which is on the line tonight when the Bows host the Beach of Long Beach State. Hawaii 22-7, 14-5 in the Big West Conference. Long Beach State is 9-22, 5-14 in league play. Let's see how both coaches have built their starting lineups. Brought to you by Hardware Hawaii. Customer first. Long Beach State, black top to bottom with faded gold on the sides of the uniforms. Numbers in black outlined in gold. And the Long Beach, the LB logo on the front chest. In the backcourt, Shaquille Bender, a grad student from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at 6'2", 185 pounds. Cole Farrell, a junior from St. Louis, Missouri, at 6'5", 195. And the returning Gavin Sykes, who didn't play in the first meeting between these two teams. Sykes, a freshman from Sacramento, California, at 6'4", 195 pounds. In the front court, Leopold Levion, a freshman from Montpellier, France, at 6'9", 230. And Petar Majstorovic, a sophomore from Serbia, at 6'8", 215 pounds. Former Hawaii assistant Chris Acker in his second season leading this Long Beach State program. He is 16-47. This is their last game of the year. They did not qualify for the Big West Conference Tournament. Long Beach State right now, the first out, 4 games behind Cal Poly, who is the 8th seed in the Big West Conference. You can hear the loud cheers in the starting lineup for Hawaii. Senior captain Harry Ruledeff announced as one of the starters. Senior from Brisbane, Australia, at 6'9", 230. Another one of those departing seniors, grad student really, but senior Isaac Johnson from American Fork, Utah, at 7 feet tall, 240 pounds. One guy who's not departing is Isaac Finlinson, a junior from St. George, Utah, at 6'8", 185. The two of the other players playing their final home game here in this venue. Hunter Erickson, a grad student from Provo, Utah. And at the other guard, Dre Bullock, the grad student from Franklinton, North Carolina, at 6'6", 190. Hawaii's got the retro whites with the rainbow-colored trimming on the sides. Hawaii scripted in front across the chest. Numbers and letters in Kelly green. Our officials, as assigned to this contest, Rick Batzel made it for the finale tonight, joined by Glenn Mayberry and Doug Sturtevant. This is a much better crowd, it seems, than we had on Thursday. many wearing whites. We got a sellout next door for baseball, which Cal Poly leading that one early at Les Murakami Stadium. You can hear that over on the new 1420 Hawaii's News and Sports. We're right in front of us. Final home game here in the regular season for UH. They will honor the seniors after this one is done. And if Hawaii can win, they'll have one more thing to celebrate, and that's the co-championship in the Big West regular season. UC Irvine came from behind to beat UC Davis. They were beating themselves for a little while, double digits in turnovers in the first half, but UC Davis could not hold them off. UC Irvine winning in overtime tonight, 79-69 over UC Davis. That's what secured the number 1 seed and a share of the conference title for the Anteaters. Our opening tip brought to you by HGEA. Hawaii works better when we do. Le'Veon and Big Fish to tip things up is the crowd on their feet awaiting the tip. Rick Betzel's got it in his hands. Steps between the two combatants. Ball is in the air. The toss is won by Long Beach State. They go from left to right on your device to get things started. It's Cole Farrell running point for the Beach. Farrell goes up top to Gavin Sykes. Gives it back to Farrell. Now Sykes inside the arc right. Drives lane line. Kicks into the corner. Majstorovic. And that got high right side to Farrell. Step back 2 over Finlandson from 17 feet is in and out. And we'll get a loose ball foul here on Long Beach State as Johnson was pushed from behind. And that's going to be the first on Le'Veon, the freshman from France. And you know that Isaac Johnson, if he did not get that call, he would be making some noise for that early. Bullock quickly across midcourt for Hawaii, drives right on Farrell, leans, running 2 off the glass. That's good. And Hawaii's on the board 2-0. 33 seconds here into the half. Long Beach State just got away with a double dribble. The handoff right for Sykes, gives it back to the near wing by Storovic. Goes baseline on Rulidev. Now takes him into the block, turning, trying to get underneath him, does, but he is going to be called for a traveling violation as he shuffled his feet trying to get under the arms of Rulidev. A Long Beach State turnover. Inbound comes into Finlandson. Long Beach State putting up some pressure as Erickson will get it across midcourt. Erickson, pressure, gets it up top to Rulidev. Inside the arc left, back out up top. Finds Erickson, now around right, Finlandson, straight away Rulidev. Left wing Erickson, quick fire 3, that's good. And it's a 5-0 start for Hawaii on the Erickson triple. 18:48 to play in the half. Hawaii needed to get off to a better start than it did against UC Riverside, and so far they're doing just that. Between the rings, Le'Veon. Out left, finding Farrell. Farrell will bounce it into Majstorovic. Backing in on Rulidev, left side of the floor. Leaning in, and we'll get a foul on Rulidev before the shot. Took some contact to the chest and was giving it right back. And Glenn Mayberry, we're only 90 seconds in, and Glenn Mayberry put his hand out and said, stop, toward Eran Ganot. Doesn't want to hear the argument. First foul on Rulidev, inbound left corner. Goes into Sykes. Sykes, hard dribble to the free throw line. Elbow jumper from 15, no good. Rebound grabbed by Bullock. And Bullock hurrying up the floor right side. Net at the three-point line. Trying to shake Sykes. Will take a 3 over him. Misses. Johnson hits the deck, and we'll get a foul here on Long Beach State. I believe that's going to go on Farrell. Actually, no, I beg your pardon. That's on Le'Veon, who picks up his second. And he'll come out of the game with Shea Johnson Jr., the team's leader in blocks, coming in for the Beach. No one's hit the floor more in the first minute 44 than Isaac Johnson. He's been flying all over the place. Inbound from Erickson. They'll lob it in for Rulidev. Knocked out of the air, taken away by Majstorovic. That lob was just a little too low, and Majstorovic was right with Rulidev on the pass. Sykes, dribbling high left, has a mismatch with Rulidev. Will float it high post right by Storovic. Against Bullock, leans in, spins with the dribble, goes up and under, and scores right around the help defense to make it 5-2 Hawaii. 17:53 to play here in the first 20. Finlinson near wing, finds Erickson between the circles, will float it for Johnson, straddling the three-point line, high slot right. Looks inside, finds Finlinson, flashing right of the lane. Nice pass from Johnson. Finlinson with the finish off the glass. It's 7-2 UH. 17:35 here in a running first half clock. Farrell moves it high left for Shaquille Bender. Now top of the arc, Johnson Jr. Back to Bender, left wing three. That's off the back iron. Rebound grabbed out of the air by Rulev. And he'll get it out right to Erickson. It was Bender who was on a heater from three. Erickson gets the ball poked away, recovers it midcourt to Bullock. Left wing Finlinson dribbles to the short corner and back out to Bullock. Now top of the arc, Johnson one-hands it far right near the sideline to Erickson. Draws help. Back to Johnson. Right wing three. That's off the left rim. Rebound picked up by Farrell. He'll push it into the front court. Rulev meets him. Farrell off a soft screen from Johnson. Takes Finlinson to the rim. Turns. His jumper at the low block is good as he turned around toward the middle of the paint and knocked it down. He's at 7-4 Hawaii, 16:45 here in the first 20. Erickson double team far sideline, gets it away up top to Rulev, drives, stops in the paint, kicks right for Bullock, who flies in with a two-hand jam at the baseline. Unselfish from Rulev, he could have taken it right to the rim, stopped in the middle of the paint, found Bullock at the wing, he did the rest. 9-4 Hawaii, 16:21 left in the first half. Then Bullock knocks away a pass, out of bounds, last touch by Bullock. It will stay with Long Beach State at the sideline with 22 to shoot. As a couple of subs, Yassine Toomey and Gitas Demiksha entering the game for Rulev and for Johnson. As the inbound will come in from the corner here for Long Beach State. Actually, I'm sorry, I'll be right in the middle of the Hawaii bench for Long Beach State. From Farrell, brings it into Shea Johnson Jr. 19 to shoot. Dribble weave left, goes to Bender. Bender inside the paint, driving, floating two. Underhanded and good from the right side of the lane to get Long Beach State within three. It's 9-6. 16:05 to play here in the half. Bender started off strong in that first meeting, knocked down, I think, 3 threes in a row in that first half, then quieted down late. Bullock driving on Bender. His two blocked off the backboard by Johnson. Here comes Sykes the other way to the left wing. Farrell back to Sykes, the freshman. One-on-one with Finlinson. Wants to take him off the bounce. Drives right of the lane. Sykes. High floater off the glass. No. Rebound tipped out to Majstorovic. Out for Bender. Three ball. Good. Top of the key. And we're tied at 9 with 15:33 here in the half. Long Beach State putting full court pressure on. But Hawaii does get the inbound into Bullock. Bender's going to be the guy to watch. Everybody's going to pay attention to Sykes. But Bender can score. Erickson right of the midcourt logo. Their side, Demiksha into the wing. Finlinson stops his dribble. Moves it back out high left side to Erickson. 12 on the timer. Draws help, rolling off of Toomey. Skip pass left corner. Demiksha three. Well short, didn't hit the rim. Johnson the board. But back the other way comes Farrell. Farrell left wing against Bullock. One hands it up top by Majstorovic. Dribbling to the near side. Hands it off to Bender coming to the ball. Bender driving on Erickson. Pull up 16-footer. Just beyond the free throw line. Shot misses off the back rim. Long rebound goes out to Bullock. Passes left for Demiksha. One-handed back between or up to the midcourt circle with Erickson, who slows it down. Extended run here. 14:32 left in the half. Erickson passes just right of center outside the arc. Toomey drives on Johnson. Spins. Toomey to the rim. He is fouled. He's grabbed by Johnson on his way up. And Toomey will shoot free throws when we come back. We've got 14:25 to go in the first half. It is Hawaii and Long Beach State, even at 9. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Many people in Hawaii struggle to afford healthcare. And now, a merger between HMSA and Hawaii Pacific Health could make it worse. Mergers like this raise costs and reduce access to care, shifting resources away from the hospitals communities depend on. Most Hawaii residents oppose a merger because of these concerns. They want practical improvements, not major disruption. At the Queen's Health Systems, we join others in calling for an independent review to protect families, small businesses, and communities across our islands. Learn more at healthcaremergerrisks.hi.org.
Got the cravings for Hawaiian food? Bring home a dinner feast from Young's Fish Market in Kalihi. Young's offers an extensive takeout menu full of local favorites. Get the Lau Lau plate for Dad, Kalua pig plates for the kids, and the beef stew for yourself. From tripe stew to pipi kaula, and Lomi Salmon Tapoke. Phone your order in at 808-841-4885 or visit youngsfishmarket.com. Young's Fish Market, home of the famous Wow Lao Lao.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
14:25 here to go in the half. We are tied at 9 between Hawaii and Long Beach State here from Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. The Credit Union 1 Big West men's basketball tournament gets underway next week, Wednesday, with the 5 versus 8 and 6 versus 7 matchups at Lee's Family Forum in Henderson, Nevada. Hawaii won't play until Friday as the 2 seed. That game will tip at 5:30 Hawaii time, 8:30 Pacific. We'll be on the air at 5 with Rainbow Warrior Countdown here on ESPN Honolulu. And Hawaii's road, if it wants to get to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 10 years, a little shorter. It only will take 2 wins in Henderson to get that done. Rainbow Warrior Countdown is brought to, or Rainbow Warrior Basketball here on ESPN Honolulu, brought to you by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for life. You've seen Toomey heading to the free throw line. One of the 6 Rainbow Warriors playing their final home game, their final regular season home game in this venue. And a lot of the fans have really shown up tonight. Now, before anything happens, some of the officials are getting together here for something. Wow, they're saying that Toomey's foul was before the shots. It looked like it was in the act of shooting as he was twisting to the rim, but the inbound now comes from the baseline. It's lobbed in to Zay Kerr, who just checked in. Hands off to Erickson, high right, now top of the arc to Toomey. He's got Johnson on him, swings the arm, now twists, almost lost the dribble, brings it back out for Finlinson, 7 to shoot. Mismatch here with Johnson. Finlinson drives on him, stops mid-blocks, throws up a wild left-hand 2. It goes out of bounds. He had nowhere to go and just tried to throw a circus shot over his shoulder, and it went behind him, not toward the basket. It's a Hawaii turnover with 14:06 remaining in the half. In for the first time, Rob Diaz III for Long Beach State, coming off of a 33-point effort against UC Davis on Thursday in that overtime loss. Diaz one-hands it up top to Bender. Quick 3 straight away. That's off the left rim. Long rebound picked up by Kerr here on the near side. He'll bring it ahead as Bender waits for him. Kerr draws help, throws it out right. Namiksha will fire for 3. That's short. That's his second air ball from distance. That one from the right angle. And it goes out of bounds. Toomey leaves. Johnson re-enters for UH. As Diaz brings it across the timeline. Finds Shea Johnson Jr., top of the arc. Dribble weave left, goes to Sykes. Sykes gets in the lane right. Stops mid-block, brings it back up top to Majstorovic. Now near side, Bender. Bender driving on Finlinson, leaves. Tough 2, no good. Put back Johnson over the back of Johnson, no good. Shea Johnson Jr. over the back of Big Fish Johnson. Missed the putback. Erickson the other way. Crossover dribble against Diaz. Goes to the free throw line. One hands his pass left for Namiksha, almost behind him. Now out to Finlinson, slot left around to Kerr. Right baseline, Erickson driving, leading. His 2, good on Diaz, and he draws the horn. He'll have a chance for the 3-point play. We've seen Long Beach State try to muscle it in on Hawaii on a couple of instances. That time, Erickson did it to them. Going in, had him one-on-one, leaned in at the low block, and was able to get the 2. Free throw here for Erickson is good. Hawaii's ahead 12-9. 13:03 to play here in half number 1. As Diaz crosses midcourt. Bounce it high left to Bender. Uses a screen from J.J. Tchaikovsky, who just checked in. Bender leans into the low block. Hemmed off on a double team. Trying to pass it across for Tchaikovsky. It's knocked out of bounds. Initially signaled out on Hawaii, but are they going to change the call? Let's see. They are. They will change the call, be Hawaii basketball. Glenn Mayberry came over to talk to Doug Sturtevant, who made the initial call. Said, I think I saw it better. It wasn't off of Finlinson, which was the original indication. and Hawaii has it. 12-9, 12:39 left in the half. Erickson standing, dribble high right. Johnson looks to set his screen up top. Now a second one for Demetra. Erickson drives, offhand lay-in left of the paint is good. 5 in a row here for Hunter Erickson. 14-9 UH. 12:23 here in the first 20. Near wing, Bender goes baseline on Kerr. Drives, goes around the rim, reverse lay-in, no good, right to left. But the first foul on Hunter Erickson will send Bender to the free throw line with 12:18 in the half. Shaquille Bender passed the 1,000 point mark on Thursday against UC Davis, even though he scored just 8 points and fouled out with 4 turnovers. First free throw off the back iron. Started his career at Mount Sac, well-known program. They went to Fullerton College in his sophomore year. Spent the last 2 years with the Manhattan Jaspers. Second free throw good for Bender. It's 14-10 UH, 12-17 or 12-18 remaining here in the half as the inbound goes into Finlinson against the token full court defense put on by the Beach. Kerr across midcourt, dribbling between the circles, looks left, finds Bullock, and back up top to Johnson. Johnson dribbling right, wants to drive on his man, leads in, stripped out by Majstorovic and taken away by Diaz the third. Diaz to the free throw line, drives, running too good, right over to Miksha and in, who may have taken a little shot to the nose. It's 14-12. Diaz was undersized getting into that mess in the paint, but still was able to get it up off the rim and drop it in. 2-point game. Left wing, Finlinson from Bullock. His 3 too strong. Long rebound goes out to Farrell, and he looks to push. Farrell, far side of the court, goes baseline now on Finlinson. Cut off, will skip it right wing. Diaz, quick fire 3. That's around and out. Johnson grabs the rebound away from Tchaikovsky and brings it ahead to Zay Kerr. Kerr goes baseline right to the rim, laying too strong. But Kerr will go to the line. Foul on Long Beach State will be credited to Farrell. That's one on him. Kerr shooting 2 free throws on the other side of this message. 11:19 to go in the half. Hawaii 14 and Long Beach State 12. You're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Tip off your lunch game with Earl Hawaii. When hunger drives you, Earl Hawaii delivers with hot, stacked sandwiches, juicy burgers, crispy fried chicken, and loaded fries. Made fresh, fast, and full of flavor. That's a bucket every time. Whether you're at halftime or running the fast break, score big at Earl Hawaii. Visit us in Kaimuki, Kaka'ako, and Kapolei. Serving Hawaii since 2014. Earl, eat a real lunch. Go to earlhawaii.com today. Let's go, Bows.
Aloha, Kanoa Leahy here. I want to tell you about a special Kama'aina company I love, Kahala, the original Aloha shirt since 1936. Locally owned and operated in Honolulu, Kahala has been crafting iconic Aloha shirts for generations. To celebrate 90 years of Aloha in 2026, Kahala will be releasing limited edition shirts honoring each decade, from the 1930s to the 2020s. They look great and feel even better. Support local and check them out online at kahala.com, on Instagram at Kahala, or at one of their 6 locations island-wide.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii 14, Long Beach State 12, 11:19 to play here in the half. As Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu is brought to you by IBEW, Local 1186, lighting your path to the future. Lots of people have made it out here tonight for senior night. Notably, former Hawaii Athletic Director Craig Angeles is in the building, sitting front row across the way from us, just about 3 seats to the opposite side of the television desk across the way from us. We'll see Hawaii basketball at the free throw line with Kerr shooting 2. Leading scorers so far, Hunter Erickson, 8 points, 3 of 3 from the floor in just over 7.5 minutes for UH. 6 for Shaquille Bender on 2 of 6 shooting. He's played a little over 8 minutes here so far. In fact, he's played every second of this game up to this point. Hawaii's got Namiksha, Kerr, Finlinson, Johnson, and Bullock. That's the 5 on the floor. Kerr, 69.4% free throw shooter, drains the first foul shot. Makes it 15-12. And a big piece off the bench after a couple of years at Chico State. Second free throw rolls off the rim, misses out front. Rebound grab by Bender. He'll give it ahead to Rob Diaz, the third. Diaz guarded by Kerr out of the perimeter. Goes and rejects his screen, stops his dribble right elbow, moves it left. Bender three. That's off the right rim. Johnson yanks the rebound away and gives it up to Kerr, who hears the offensive call from the bench to our right. They'll set up the half-court play. High left side to Mitra, dribbling left down to the corner. Bullock, he drives. Bullock dishes for Johnson in the paint. Fakes the 14-footer. Now fires. Misses off the back rim. Rebound picked up by Diaz the third. The crowd saying, you're hesitant to take that shot? You're open. Top of the arc by Storovich for Long Beach State. Keeps his dribble. One hands at Shea Johnson Jr. Right angle. Gives it to the second man coming to him, Farrell. And as Farrell was trying to move away from Finlinson, Finlinson will be called for a hold, his first. Really F back in here for Hawaii for Namiksha. And for the first time, Bender takes a seat. Really F coming in the game. That in-game sub brought to you by Dial Electric Supply. They see the light. Sykes in there for Bender. Nice look inside from Shea Johnson Jr. finding Majstorovic at the low block left. He gets the easy two to drop. It's 15-14 Hawaii. 10-18 in the half. Kerr, right side wing, draws a double team. Bounces it to the baseline. Johnson, no look pass up top to Rulev. His three is in and out. Johnson trying to swipe the rebound away. Kept it alive, but it ends up going out of bounds on Finlinson. Nice effort by Johnson. He went up and just basically volleyball spiked it on the ground to keep it in play for one of his teammates, but Finlinson couldn't grab control. It will be Long Beach State inbounding for the baseline, going left to right on your device with Diaz bringing it up the floor. Diaz, a junior, local product from Long Beach, finds Sykes between the rings. Sykes yet to score. He'll try from three. Knocks one down straight away to give the Beach a 2-point lead. 17-15, 9:48 to go for maybe the likely freshman of the year, potentially, in the Big West Conference. Bullock to answer. Misses his three, too strong off the right rim. Rebound grabbed by Majstorovic, and we'll get it out left for Sykes, who's on the run. Sykes will slow it down as Hawaii got back on him. Out high left, Majstorovic, and out of the left wing for Diaz. Off a screen, Diaz twists, got it poked away by Johnson. Diaz recovers, then lost it far sideline out of bounds. And Johnson gives a little fist bump, a little roar to the far side crowd, forcing the turnover out of the perimeter. Johnson playing hard defense. He is one guy who certainly wears his emotions on his sleeves. He's quiet when he talks, unless it's a call that doesn't go his way on the floor. He is definitely loud, but certainly on the floor, he is a force. As we see more subs in here, Tchaikovsky's back in for Long Beach State. 17-15 Beach, 9:15 to play here in the first half. Kerr up top for Erickson, and before his three, we got a moving screen called on Rulev. And that's Harry's second foul. So he'll come right out. Namiksha's going to come right back in. Rulev was in foul trouble on Thursday. Hawaii was able to manage without him. Namiksha was great off the bench Thursday night. Toomey gave some good minutes in that game. Right side wing, Sykes off the screen for three. That's off the back rim. Rebound to Bullock. He's on the run. 3-on-3. Left lane drive. Bullock gets his man up in the air. Throws up a difficult two. No good. As he tried to hang as long as he could. But he draws the second foul on Cole Farrell. So that will be a notable one here. 7th team foul. Hawaii will be in the bonus the remainder of the half. As Bullock, who, in my opinion, a first-teamer all Big West, ribs the first free throw in and out, especially the way he has played the last couple of weeks. Scored 26 in that first meeting against Long Beach State, including that clutch baseline jumper with under 40 seconds to play from the left side of the floor. The second foul shot good. He splits the pair. 17-16 Long Beach State with 8:53 left in the first half. High left side, Isaiah Lewis, who just checked in, hands off to Diaz at the wing. Up top, Majstorovic left open for three. That clanks off the back iron. Rebound picked up by Erickson. And he'll run it up the floor himself. Across right, Bullock to the wing, and Namiksha. He drives and is cut off, and a blocking foul on Tchaikovsky will send Namiksha to the line to shoot 1-1. Team fouls doubled here. 8 on Long Beach State, 4 on Hawaii. Kind of similar, actually, to what it was in the matchup with UC Riverside on Thursday. 1-1 for Namiksha. Front end is good. And we're tied at 17. Edis, one of the 6 being recognized after the game. Second foul shot around and out. Rebound picked up by Diaz. 17-17 game, 8.5 to go. First 20. Dribble handoff right for Sykes. Gives it back to Majstorovic. Drives on Namiksha. Leans at him on the low block. Turns around. Goes up for 2. Gets it in. And draws the foul. Majstorovic not afraid to kind of bump bodies with Namiksha. He was trying to do his best Max Holloway and forced the contact. He did and won the battle. Namiksha's first foul. Majstorovic to complete the 3-point play. Free throw away and in. 20-17, Long Beach State ahead. 8:22 left in the half. Inbound, far side of the floor for Bullock. Again, Long Beach State kind of forcing Hawaii to kind of get a little bit out of system offensively by keeping it out of Erickson's hands and having someone else bring it up the floor. Bullock driving right of the lane, stops at the elbow, up top for Isaac Johnson. Crossover dribble on Sykes. Cut off, he'll try again. Leads in on Sykes. Johnson draws help, goes up for 2, gets it in. Persistence from the big man, even in the face of the smaller defender Sykes. He still took it to the goal off the bounce. 2019 Long Beach State, 7:49 in the half. Sykes, 3 straight on, no good off the right iron. Rebound goes to Kerr. Bullock pushes ahead far wing. He's got Sykes one-on-one and will back him down mid-block. Gets it poked out, gets it back. Bullock drives and kicks right. 3 ball, big fish. That's around the rim, misses right. Rebound grabbed by Bender. 1 point lead for Long Beach State. Bender off the screen. Crossover dribble on Johnson. Reverse lane is good. That was nifty around the 7-footer as Bender got it to go. It's 22-19 Long Beach State. 7:15 to play here at half number 1. Kerr will be the one bringing it up the floor on this possession. Goes over a double screen. Stops the low block up top to Johnson. Twists with his dribble out, clears Kerr away, now gives it to Bullock. Step back, NBA range 3 off the back left iron, and the board picked up by Isaiah Lewis. Lewis the other way, goes left for Bender, long 3. That one misses off the mark, too strong. Ball goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Long Beach State, and I think Long Beach State wants to review it. They will. So we'll go to a timeout here. Long Beach State is reviewing the out-of-bounds call. We will give you the result of that challenge when we come back. With 6:52 to play in the half, Long Beach State leading Hawaii 22-19. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you could expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
Find your BMW today with a test drive at BMW of Honolulu.
Ready for UH football, man?
Yep, check this out.
Oh.
Surround sound, that works.
Whoa, I'm ready, bro.
Yeah, watch this.
How come the blender went off?
Huh?
The blender in the kitchen went off, bro.
Not.
Try again.
Oh, man.
Okay, we can make some that kind of fruit smoothies.
When you want your home or business wired right, call a unionized electrical contractor. 847-5341.
IBEW Local 1186. Lighting your path to the future.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
6:52 to play here in the half. 22-19, Long Beach State leading Hawaii. Last play under review on the out-of-bounds call, which the officials on the floor said last touch by Long Beach State, possession to Hawaii. but the beach decided to challenge the call. Now, here's the thing. I'm reading Rick Batzel's lips. I think I read the lips of the words that said inconclusive. Let's see. Call on the floor stands. So it'll be Hawaii ball. Thank you, Glenn Mayberry. Long Beach State loses the challenge and the timeout, right? They lose the timeout, which is interesting because this was the media timeout. So it's a double whammy in a way because you have the media timeout, which is a free timeout, but it turns out costly when you use the challenge because now you lose that timeout. And Chris Acker is looking around. I don't think he knows the result of the challenge. And what Glenn Mayberry just said is it was inconclusive determining what the result of that play was. By the way, here in attendance, we mentioned some dignitaries. The governor, Josh Green, is here in attendance, sitting to the baseline to our right with his wife. Inbound comes into Isaac Finlinson. It's a 24-22 or 22-19 Long Beach State lead. 6:45 left in the half as Erickson crosses midcourt. Dribble handoff right for Kerr. Out of high left to Finlinson. Near wing, Mamicha. Back to Finlinson. Now right of center, Johnson leaning in. Yet to use the dribble. Goes to Finlinson coming to the ball. He'll dribble inside the arc. Right, brings it back out. Slings it left to Kerr. Reverses course right. Erickson. Quick fire. Three. All net. And Erickson ties it up with his second three. He's got a game-high 11. Half of Hawaii's 22 points. We're knotted up at 22, 6:15 left in the half. Majstorovic driving to the baseline, cut off by Kerr, leaning in on him. Majstorovic wrapping himself around, pass inside, shot from Tchaikovsky's blocked by Big Fish. Here comes the other way. Finlinson looking left for Namicha, couldn't handle it. It goes out of bounds. And Namicha saying, I thought that was knocked out of Long Beach State. Didn't get the call. Hawaii had the opportunity in transition off the block shot. Couldn't lead it to anything. As Johnson comes out of the game, Toomey re-enters. 6:03 here left in the half. Tied at 22. It's been a good battle so far. Isaiah Lewis dribbling just above the right side wing. Finds Sykes between the big circles. Goes off the screen left. Drives. Sykes. Hangs. Gets the lay-in to go. And is fouled. Foul going to go on Kerr, his first, and Sykes to the free throw line to try to give the Beach a 3-point lead. I really do believe, there have been a few games that Sykes has missed due to injury, but Sykes' ability to score is just next level. Freshman of the year candidate for sure for Long Beach State. Free throw off the right iron, misses. Rebound tipped, won by Bender for Long Beach State. A fresh 20. Bender dribbles into a three and hits. It's a 5-point play for Long Beach State off the three-pointer from Shaquille Bender. It's 27-22 with 5:35 left in the first half. Bender now with 11 points, matching Erickson's 11. Kerr across left for Erickson, high slot left. Toomey above the right elbow. Squares on Shea Johnson Jr. Twists with his dribble, brings it back out Erickson. Shot timer's at 11. Shakes his man off the bounce, draws a double team, picks left Kerr. Quick three. That's way off right. Barely grazed the rim. Rebound by Majstorovic. And hurrying ahead is Isaiah Lewis. Majstorovic sets the screen. Lewis uses it. Has the dribble against Erickson. Moves left to Majstorovic at the angle. Looking for Sykes. Finds a free throw line extended. Sykes off the bounce against Finlinson to Shea Johnson Jr. straight away. Uses a dribble, hands off for Lewis. Hesitates, left open, straight on three is good. And timeout Hawaii as Long Beach State has knocked down 4 threes in the first half. Long Beach State has opened up its largest lead, 30-22, here with 4:48 in the half. Hawaii just kind of lost Lewis for a moment, who I think he was even a little surprised that there was a bit of daylight for him top of the arc to fire off the three. This is a 30-second timeout, by the way. I don't know why Hawaii's sitting down. It's a 30-second timeout because it's not the media. So I'm not sure why Hawaii kind of thought it was. Anyway, that timeout brought to you by HCAP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit HawaiiConcussion.com. Hawaii's got to answer back from this. Long Beach State is starting to find a little bit of its rhythm from outside the perimeter. They're on an 8-0 run here over the last minute. And a lot of it without Sykes. And I think that's the most impressive thing right now for Long Beach State. Sykes has not been the offensive predator. He's 2 of 6. It's been Bender. It was Farrell earlier on. Majstorovic has been pushing the pace off the dribble to the rim. So we'll see Namiksha inbound, full court defense put on by Long Beach State as the inbound goes into Kerr. And he'll bring it up across the timeline right to left. Kerr, top of the arc. It's a screen, finds Namiksha. Back to Kerr, left to the wing, Finlinson. Finlinson penetrates left of the lane. Back up top to Giedis. Around right, goes to Kerr. Dribbles to the baseline. Out to Giedis. Top of the arc, Finlinson. 11 to shoot. Dribbles left of the lane. Twists to the low block. Gave up the bounce. Turns, leans. Tough 2. No good. Hawaii's gone cold. The rebound goes to Majstorovic. Up ahead right, Sykes. Off the Majstorovic pick. With the dribble to the elbow left. Steps back now. Drives again on Namiksha. Running right hand. 2 is good. It's a 10-0 Long Beach State run and a 10-point Beach lead. 32-22 with 4:04 left in the first period. Erickson. Hard dribble left of the lane. Drives and kicks left. Finlinson 3. That's big. Hawaii needed that in a big way. And Ike comes through. 32-25. 3:49 left in the half. Sykes thought about taking a 3 quickly the other way, and he didn't. He's complaining. He got hit right near the chest neck area. Majstorovic backing in on Namiksha. Turns baseline. Fades. His 2 off the back rim. Softly falls in. 34-25. Long Beach State leading with 3:30 left here in the half. Kerr will slow it down. Hard dribble left of the lane. It clears. Goes up over Johnson. No good. No foul. Shea Johnson Jr. challenging that late. The other way, Lewis. Underhands right by Majstorovic. Extra pass to Bender. Gets to the free throw line. Pull up 2. Good. 36-25 Long Beach State with 3:07 left in the half. The Beach are shooting 51% here from the floor in this first half. Hawaii just under 38. Kerr, chest pass left wing, Erickson. Draws help, top of the arc, Toomey. Clears out Kerr, gets his dribble inside the three-point line right to Namiksha, near side Finlinson, 9 on the timer. Finlinson back to the wing and Kerr. Shot to 5, skip pass right, Erickson, quick trigger 3, that's good! Hunter Erickson is 3 for 3 from deep. 36-28. Long Beach State, 2:30 to go in the half. Can Erickson be the one that lights this place up? Sykes off the screen. Step back, long 19-footer. That's good. Inside the arc, he had a hand in his face, and he still buried it. 38-28, 2:15 here in the half. Inbound goes into Kerr. Defender overplayed, but Kerr will let him get back and set up their half-court set here. Dribbling high right of center. Runs into Namiksha, gives it to him at the angle left. Now the wing, Finlinson. Drives left of the paint. Kicks out Erickson. He'll use penetration on Bender. Step back 2. Well, they're going to call it a 3. Erickson hits another one. They're going to review it at the next stoppage, but Erickson is 4 for 4 from distance. 38-31, 1:44 in the half. Sykes step back 2. That's no good off the back rim, but he's fouled. That's going to go on Kerr. And this crowd was raising its volume, silenced quickly off the foul. The score for the moment with 1:41 left in the half. Long Beach State 38, Hawaii 31. They're going to review the Erickson 3, and we'll tell you if the score changes when we come back. With 1:41 left in the half, Beach 38, Rainbow Warriors 31. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
I'm Hal.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Kay-Hao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list.
Email us your list.
Bring me your blueprint.
We've got you covered.
Get a quote from us.
Itagyuti listahan nyo kanya.
Get a quote from us.
Get a quote from us.
We've got you covered.
We love our customers.
Go where the contractors go. Hardware Hawaii. Contractor's choice. Who doesn't love a good pizza? Visit Slice of Waikiki, your favorite pizza by the Slice Shop. For over 13 years, they've been serving up huge, freshly made slices and delicious appetizers for locals and visitors alike. Drop by their new location at 333 Seaside Avenue to instantly satisfy your pizza cravings by the slice or build your own whole pie masterpiece. Visit sliceofwaikiki.com for pickup, delivery, and catering options. Slice of Waikiki, freshly made pizza with aloha.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
1:41 to play in the half. Long Beach State leading Hawaii 38-31. We are still in a replay review here on the Hunter Erickson 3. This replay review brought to you by BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine where you will find exceptional offers. And I'm trying to look at the body language of the officials. Part of me is wondering, are they getting a good enough camera angle that they can see where this was? This was inside the wing on the left side of the floor. Erickson took a step back, what they called a three. I wasn't sure. We were kind of blocked off from seeing the line when Erickson took the shot, stepping back on Bender. So they're going to look at it, and we'll see what they come down with off of the video. But the score right now, 38-31. Here's the stat. Hunter Erickson, 6 of 6 from the floor, 4 of 4 from three-point range. The rest of the team is 5 for 20, 1 for 11 from outside the three-point line. But Hunter Erickson trying to go out with a bang, at least here at home. I mean, he'd love to play a lot more games. They'll have at least one, possibly another, depending on the NCAA tournament or NIT. There's a lot that's potentially at play here in the postseason. This review is still going, by the way, with our three officials, Rick Batzel, Glenn Mayberry, Doug Sturtevant. They have changed it to a 2. So Hunter Erickson's 3 has been changed to a 2-point shot. So the score now 38-30 instead of 38-31. Credit the officials for taking their time on that one. I thought, just from my vantage point, kind of being blind of the line, I thought it was inside the arc, but the officials looked at it and confirmed it from their view. So Gavin Sykes, who put himself in the record books. First free throw, good. Next to the name Lucius Harris, if you remember that name. He passed Lucius Harris for most points scored as a freshman in Long Beach State program history. Second free throw for Sykes, that's in. 40-30, Beach by 10. 100 ticks here in half number 1. As Bullock crosses midcourt. Erickson, Demiksha, Johnson, Finlinson. Bullock lost the basketball, taken away by Diaz. Hanging 2, no good in transition. But we got a foul. It's going to go on Farrell off the missed shot. And Cole Farrell picked up his 3rd foul. So Hawaii will go to the free throw line off the miss. And credit Hawaii. I think that was Erickson who got back and challenged the 2 right at the rim late. Forced the miss. And we'll give Hawaii 1-1 one final time. I think Long Beach State is kind of looking around and asking the question, hey, how did that get turned into a foul? Front end of the 1-1. Erickson hits it, 40-31. 17 points for Hunter Erickson here in the first half. His career high, if you go back to Salt Lake Community College, as he hits the second, a whopping 37. Yeah, we're far away from that. 40-32 Long Beach State, 127 left in the first half. But as a Rainbow Warrior, we're getting up there when it comes to a UH high for him. Isaiah Lewis dribbling high right, bounces it to Sykes right at the edge of the midcourt logo, off a late screen. Sykes crosses over with his dribble, gets in the lane, underhanded 2, right around Johnson, gets the lay-in to go, was looking for a foul. Officials did not oblige to give him one, and it's 42-32 with 1 minute left in the half. Sykes now starting to get it going. He's got 13 points. Erickson dribbling left angle across right to Namicha. Now baseline right. Bullock penetrates on Diaz. Stops, fades from 14. Right of the lane and hits. 7 for Bullock, 42-34 with 43 seconds left in the half. Thought Long Beach State maybe would try to go 2 for 1 here with a 15-second difference on game and shot clock. They won't. Sykes between the circles, picked up by Ike Finlinson. One-on-one with him, driving right on him, running 2. No good off the window. Threw it up there before Johnson came on the late side help, but it's Finlinson who picks up his second foul. So, free throws here for Sykes. 18.8 points per game. 81.4% from the free throw line. And he misses the first free throw. So round and out. Missed Thursday. He was slated to start on Thursday, but had an ankle flare-up as he misses the second one well short. Rebound by Erickson. Ended up being scratched from the starting lineup. Didn't play Thursday night. But in the lineup here tonight and playing well. Shot clock is off. 17 seconds here in the half as Erickson's got it right of the H logo at midcourt. Timer down to 10. Pass to Bullock. Right free throw line extended with 6. Up top, Erickson off the screen. Dribble for 3. That's off the short iron. Misses. Rebound Diaz. He is fouled with 2.1 left in the half. And it's Fish picking up his first. You had to have figured the way Erickson's been shooting all half, that one was going to drop, and it looked like it was online. Just got a little bit of the rim and came out. Erickson's first miss from distance. Again, 1-1 here for Rob Diaz III. Transferred over from Cal Poly Humboldt. Front end of the 1-1. Off the front iron, rolls in. Finlinson kind of left a little early, right side of the lane. In a way, kind of fortunate that went in. Otherwise, he probably would have had a second chance at that free throw. 43-34. Here's the second. It's in. 44-34. Let's see if White gets it off before the end of the half. Inbound into Erickson. Half-court shot. Away and way offline right. Long Beach State's, after going kind of toe-for-toe with Hawaii in the first 12 minutes or so, the Beach caught fire at the end of the first half. 8 for its last 9 from the floor. Long Beach State trying to play spoiler on senior night. A 44-34 lead on Hawaii here at the halftime break. We'll come back with some of the numbers here in just a moment. You are listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
When pain gets in the way of everyday life, it affects more than how you move. It changes how you show up for your family and your life. At Queens Orthopedics and Spine, patients receive nationally recognized care and advanced treatments to help them recover faster with better outcomes. So you can enjoy morning walks, get back in the game, and move comfortably again. Because at Queens, recovery is about more than healing. It's about getting back to life. Learn more at queens.org/ortho.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax free edition only. Roughly 37% of filings qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. This is tax.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
And to get TurboTax free edition, see if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
Lex Brody's Tire Company would like to say thank you very much for supporting UH. Wear your favorite UH gear into Lex Brody's and get an extra 5% off tires, brakes, and most other services on top of LexBrodys.com Super Saver coupons. You're the best fans, and Lex Brody's voted #1 in North America is the best choice for brake repairs and to purchase tires. Please visit LexBrodys.com for additional details and to set an online appointment.
Lex Brody's Tire Company.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's long-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit LexBrodys.com for the best tire value on Oahu. Thank you very much.
Alex Brody's Tire Company.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Our water originates atop the Mauna Loa volcano as rain and snow melt, filtering through thousands of feet of porous volcanic rock and re-emerging at the surface as refreshingly crisp, naturally alkaline water. Learn more at waiakea.com and find us at most stores across the islands. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Aloha, Kanoa Leahy here. I want to tell you about a special Kama'aina company I love, Kahala, the original Aloha shirt since 1936. Locally owned and operated in Honolulu, Kahala has been crafting iconic Aloha shirts for generations. To celebrate 90 years of Aloha in 2026, Kahala will be releasing limited edition shirts honoring each decade, from the 1930s to the 2020s. They look great and feel even better. Support local and check them out online at kahala.com, on Instagram at Kahala, or at one of their 6 locations island-wide.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
11:45 here at halftime as the festivities are underway. Hawaii trailing Long Beach State 44-34 here at the break. Let's slice into the stats through the first 20 minutes. Brought to you by Slice of Waikiki. After the game, enjoy Slice of Waikiki. 21-inch pizzas, huge slices, the freshest ingredients, plus sides and salads at 333 Seaside Avenue. Open till 11 p.m. and midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. I'll go back to a number that we mentioned earlier with Hunter Erickson. He has been most of the offense. He's got 18 of the team's 34. He's made half of their field goals. He is 6 of 7. The rest of the team is 6 of 21. 3 for 4 from outside the arc. The rest of the team, 1 of 11. And he's a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Erickson has come to play here in the first half. The question is, he needs someone else to join him. Trey Bullock has been okay. He had a highlight dunk earlier in this game. Bullock with 7 points, 3 rebounds, 5 for Isaac Finlinson. But you look at the front court. The front court right now has been a Long Beach State advantage, believe it or not. You look at what Majstorovic has done, and I'll go back to the first game. Long Beach State actually out-rebounded Hawaii by 7 in the first meeting, by 11 on the offensive glass. You look here tonight, Long Beach State is out-rebounding Hawaii by 6. They have 2 offensive rebounds. Hawaii has 0 offensive rebounds in the first half. Harry Rulineff has only played 5 minutes. He's committed 2 fouls. Isaac Johnson only has 2 points. Gitas Namiksha, 1 point. Toomey, 0 points. Hawaii's 4 and 5 men have combined for 3 points here in the first 20 minutes. Long Beach State shooting 53% from the floor, 17 of 32, knocked down 4 threes, 6 of 10 from the free throw line. It's been Sykes and Bender that have gotten it going. Bender started it off. He's got 13 points. Sykes picking it up here in the last 7-8 minutes or so. 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting. And then Petar Majstorovic has been the physical presence. 13 points, 3 rebounds for Majstorovic. I'm sorry, 9 points, 4 rebounds for Majstorovic, playing all but 28 seconds in the first half. But the story certainly rebounding and big-time players coming through in big-time moments. And Long Beach State has been that team, outscoring Hawaii in the paint 20-14. Second chance point, 6-0, bench 7-2. Long Beach State right now statistically has looked like the better team. 44-34, Long Beach State leading Hawaii here at half. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. You are listening to Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader, KHKA AM 1500 and at 92.7 FM, part of the IO family of companies.
Beach 44, Rainbow Warriors 34. Back with more at the half in just a moment. You're listening to Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
This place they call paradise, I call my own. Blessed to be born and raised local ground.
With hotels, condo resorts, and vacation rentals on 5 Hawaiian islands, Castle Resorts and Hotels is a Kama'aina favorite. When you need a place to stay to attend a tournament, family function, or a golf getaway, visit castleresorts.com for special Kama'aina rates.
H-A-W-A, 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 there ain't no other place like these islands.
Castle Resorts and Hotels. Born in Hawaii, built on hospitality, inspired by aloha.
H-A-W-A, there ain't no other place like these islands.
Hey, what you doing in the tree?
Oh, Jeanette saw this photovoltaic on the roof. Then the ladder fell. Bro, I had to go bathroom, so I tried climbing down this tree. Now I stuck.
I don't think that's what they meant by go green.
Yeah, brother. Just help me get down.
If you want your PV system installed right, call a unionized electrical contractor today at 847-5341.
IBEW, local 1186, lighting your path to the future.
Looking for a checking account that actually rewards you? Open an eLife or Kasasa Cashback checking account with Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union. Set up direct deposit and get $100. Already a member? Refer friends. They'll get $100 when they join, and you'll earn $50 for every successful referral. It's easy, rewarding, but only for a limited time. Visit hawaiiusafcu.com/welcome gift for details or stop by any branch. Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union. Life matters. Insured by NCUA.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
Find your BMW today with a test drive at BMW of Honolulu.
Your health tip of the week is with Dr. Timothy Swindle of Hawaii Pacific Health.
Colorectal cancer is one of the most common types of cancer in the U.S., but it is preventable and treatable if detected early. Speak to your doctor about getting colorectal cancer screenings at regular intervals starting at age 45. With a team of experts in leading-edge technology, Hawaii Pacific Health's medical centers and clinics are there to help you live healthier.
Learn more at hawaiipacifichealth.org/cancer centers.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Long Beach State up 10 here at the break, 44-34. The Big West just announced the bracket for the Credit Union 1 men's basketball tournament, which gets underway Wednesday. UC Irvine, as we've talked about, the number 1 overall seed, as of right now has at least a share of the conference championship. Hawaii can grab the other share with a win tonight against Long Beach State, but the Bows are locked in at number 2. Hawaii will play Friday, 5:30 Hawaii time from Lee's Family Forum in Henderson. The 3 seed, Cal State Fullerton, who defeated CSUN earlier tonight by the final of 90-77. CSUN is the 4. UC San Diego would get a go-ahead layup with 2 seconds remaining to beat UC Santa Barbara. The Tritons are the 5. UC Davis the 6. UC Santa Barbara seeded 7 in the Big West tournament. Surprise, the darlings of last year, Cal Poly, seeded 8th. Yeah, the Big West Credit Union 1 Big West Men's Basketball Championship gets underway starting Wednesday with UCSD and Cal Poly at 3 o'clock Hawaii time. Our second half adjustments brought to you by Lex Brody's Tire Company. Wear your University of Hawaii apparel when you visit any Oahu Lex Brody's location and get an additional 5% off of your purchase. Where are you, big men? I think that's the first one. Hawaii has gotten really nothing from its post players. They need to establish some dominance in the post here in the second half, and you got to quiet Gavin Sykes. If he continues to get going, it could be a very different final 20 minutes. 44-34, Long Beach State leading Hawaii the second half. When we come back, you're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
In the automotive industry, time and trust mean everything. Miss an electrical problem, and it can mean big problems for your operation. That's why Napa believes in testing the 5 critical components in every vehicle: the battery, starter, alternator, relay, and serpentine belt. and why we deliver the parts, tools, and expertise you need to catch problems before they become breakdowns. So test every vehicle and trust the name that keeps your bays busy and your business moving full speed ahead.
Napa know-how.
Not all filters are created equal. That's why pros choose Napa Gold. Filters built for performance, protection, and reliability. Every Napa Gold filter is engineered to meet or exceed OE specifications, delivering the quality and confidence your shop depends on while preventing costly comebacks. Raise the bar in your shop with the filters trusted by professionals and drivers who expect more. Napa Gold, the gold standard in every vehicle.
Napa know-how.
Kimo, hey, you all set?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay then, let's do this.
I like this place.
Yeah, Hawaiian Financial FCU feels local.
They feel right. I can do this.
Graduation, a big step forward. So is making sure your graduate is set up for the real world. That's why local families choose Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union. Friendly service, trusted support, and help setting your kid up for what's next. Hawaiian Financial. Together starts here for life. Membership open to Oahu and Maui residents. Federally insured by NCUA.
Did you know emotional symptoms are common after a concussion? Anxiety, sadness, irritability? These feelings can make everyday life harder after a head injury. And if you've had emotional struggles before, recovery could take even longer. That's why it's so important to recognize and understand these symptoms are a normal part of healing. If you need help, contact a medical professional. Learn more at hawaiiconcussion.com. This message was brought to you by Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program, HCAM.
I'm Hal. I'm Jerry.
I'm Kehao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list.
Email us your list.
Bring me your blueprint.
We've got you covered.
Get a quote from us. Ita-utilista nyo kanya.
Get a quote from us.
Get a quote from us. We've got you covered.
We love our customers.
Go where the contractors go. Hardware Hawaii. Contractor's choice.
Who doesn't love a good pizza? Visit Slice of Waikiki, your favorite pizza by the Slice Shop. For over 13 years, they've been serving up huge, freshly made slices and delicious appetizers for locals and visitors alike. Drop by their new location at 333 Seaside Avenue to instantly satisfy your pizza cravings by the slice or build your own whole pie masterpiece. Visit sliceofwaikiki.com for pickup, delivery, and catering options. Slice of Waikiki, freshly made pizza with aloha.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Closing in on half number 2. Long Beach State with a 10-point lead on Hawaii, 44-34. It's the closer of the season for the Beach. For Hawaii, you'd hate to lose on senior night. Hawaii in a little trouble of that here. Starters here for Hawaii in the second half will have the ball going from left to right on your device. Rulin F. Erickson, Finlinson, Bullock, Johnson. Long Beach State with Bender, along with Majstorovic. Laveon is in. We haven't seen him in a long time. Sykes and Farrell rounding out the 5. Rulin F. between the circles has it. Dribbles right, moves to the near wing, and Erickson. Off the screen, Erickson looking for Ruledev, has it on the mismatch of the block. Backing in on Bender, turns, leans, left-handed hook. That's way off the mark left. And the rebound grabbed by Sykes. It's been a tough game for Ruledev. 0 for 2 from the floor. Has played just a little over 5 minutes because of foul trouble. Le'Veon, high left side, finds Farrell. Bounce it to Majstorovic. Squares on Ruledev at the block. Now we'll back him in. Sleeves it out, a little off kilter, but it finds Farrell. 5 to shoot. 4, throws it across right. Driving, Bender misses the jam, but he got fouled on his way up. Missed it off the back iron. It's Johnson who picks up his second personal, and Bender bailed out on the missed dunk. Will shoot 2 free throws. Bender has started each of the last 5 games. His scoring has certainly helped. Scored 22 against UH in the first meeting. Knocked down 4 threes. First free throw for Shakur Bender off the right rim, in and out left. He's got 2 threes in this game. He's 5 of 11 from the floor. Second one for Bender. Free throw up and in. He was 1 of 2 from the line. Each with an 11-point lead. 45-34. Full court pressure. Inbound goes into Bullock. He's got a running head of steam with the dribble across the timeline. Hawaii going from left to right on your device. Bullock drives on Farrell. Lays it in. Right side and in to make it 45-36. They will need Bullock to really kind of fire it up here in the second half. Le'Veon out right side. Ball knocked out of bounds. Far sideline. It will stay with Long Beach State. 20 to shoot. 18:47 to go. Farrell to bring it in. Floated out. Le'Veon. Hard dribble left against Johnson. Hands off to Bender. Leaning in the lane. Stops at the free throw line. Throws it out by Storovich. Guarded by Rulli after the perimeter. Drives on him. Runs into a double team. Runs right into Johnson. Takes it away. Here comes Bullock the other way. Finds Johnson the trailer. Open for three. Off the front iron. Misses. Rebound fought for. We'll get a held ball. Rulli looked like he was putting a submission on Le'Veon, who is down on the ground clutching the back of his neck. Rulli picks up the foul. It's his third. I mean, that was awkward. Rulli was trying to grab the rebound, was behind Le'Veon, and just kind of happened to get him in the back of the neck. Third foul on Rulli, so he's out of the game. 1:34 to the second half. He has played not even 7 minutes in this contest. 45-36 Long Beach State, 18:20 to go. Bounce past Sykes between the circles. 1-0 with Bullock off the screen from Le'Veon. Driving left of the lane. Bullock slips. Sykes goes down. Bullock's going to be called for the trip. It was incidental, but Sykes in the act of shooting goes down. Bullock's first foul. Gavin Sykes, 13 points, 5 of 9 from the floor so far. The reigning Big West Player of the Week. First foul shot off the front iron goes in. The band, well, at least most of the band wearing lights. A bigger student section, a lot of them wearing lights. Some people waving streamers behind the basket. Second free throw goes in, and it's 47-36, Beach by 11. 18-10 to play here in half number 2. Bullock between the big rings, looking for Erickson, will bounce it to him. 1-on-1 with Bender, finds Namiksha flashing down the lane right side. They'll call a foul before the lane attempt on Majstorovic on the grab, as Namiksha was flashing down the lane line. It's a nice pass by Erickson, but the grab before the shot. First foul on Majstorovic. Official's going to hold things up until Johnson and Le'Veon settle down. Ball's not even in yet. Inbound lobbed into Johnson, has it, turns, leans, goes up, left hand two, got it to go off the window. 47-38, 9-point game, Beach ahead, 17:52 to play. Farrell 1-on-1 with Finlandson, top of the key. High left side for Bender. Moves it back between the circles. Le'Veon to Bender off the screen. Fakes the three. Steps into a 10-footer. Left of the lane. Misses it short. Rebound Erickson. He's running. He's got Bullock to his right. Erickson leans at the three-point line. Finds Finlandson. He drives. Finlandson to the rim. Off the glass. That's good. Right around Le'Veon. It's a 7-point contest. 47-40 Long Beach State. 17:22 to play. Finlandson showing no hesitation to go off the dribble. Don't see that often from him. Sykes high right. Uses the Le'Veon screen. Dribbles into a three. Banks it in from 25 feet away. 50-40. Beach by 10. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. That's when you know you're feeling good, when the bank is open away from home. Erickson driving left of the lane, leans on Bender, fades from 10, misses short, barely grazes the rim. Le'Veon grabs the board and gives it up to Bender. Erickson waits for him at the three-point line, rejects the screen, drives left, stops at the block, turns and travels. Bender have a few choice words afterward. Wasn't really thrilled with it. It's a tough turnover. Long Beach State's done a fairly good job taking care of the basketball. Both these teams have 5 turnovers apiece. 16:30 to go. Bullock driving lane line right. Leans, fades off the low block. That's around and out. Rebound grab by Majstorovic. And gets it out ahead for Farrell. Between the rings, Majstorovic dribbling right, goes to Sykes. Leads on Finlinson, the defender. Sykes will take him off the dribble, gets in the lane. Jump stop is 2, ripped away from behind by Johnson, and it ends up in Erickson's hands. I don't even know if Johnson really saw the ball. Bullock 3 off the right rim, misses. Rebound tip near side. Johnson on the floor, has it, gives it up to Finlinson. Crowd loves the effort. 17 to shoot. Finlinson up top, Erickson back to Finlinson. Gets inside the arc, goes baseline. Finlinson leans for 2 off the glass, put it in. 50-42, Beach by 8. 15:46 remaining, and we got a stoppage here so they can wipe up the floor where Johnson slid on the deck. That's going to lead us to a timeout. 15:44 to play. Long Beach State leading Hawaii 50-42. You're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
This UH sports season, stay cool and go green with Malona Ice Cream. Malona's creamy, refreshing bars are the perfect treat for every Bows fan. And now, you can enjoy Malona's new pina colada flavor, available exclusively in Hawaii. Whether you're watching from the stands or cheering from home, beat the heat and treat yourself to Malona. Find your favorite flavors at Costco, Foodland, Safeway, and 7-Eleven stores. Go green and enjoy Malona, the coolest way to cheer on the Bows.
Many people in Hawaii struggle to afford healthcare. And now, a merger between HMSA and Hawaii Pacific Health could make it worse. Mergers like this raise costs and reduce access to care, shifting resources away from the hospitals communities depend on. Most Hawaii residents oppose a merger because of these concerns. They want practical improvements, not major disruption. At the Queen's Health Systems, we join others in calling for an independent review to protect families, small businesses, and communities across our islands. Learn more at healthcaremergerrisks.hi.org.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
15:44 to go. Long Beach State leading Hawaii 50-42. Hawaii basketball brought to you by Lex Brody's Tire Company. Wear your University of Hawaii apparel when you visit any Oahu Lex Brody's location and get an additional 5% off of your purchase. Storylines in this game. It has been a rough night for Hawaii's front court, totaling 5 between Ruli F. Johnson, Namiksha, and Toomey scoring-wise. Remember, Namiksha off the bench on Thursday dropped in 19. Toomey gave some good energy off the bench. Johnson scored 11. Ruli F. scored 13. There's been a vast difference. Keep in mind the foul trouble to Ruli F. has played a part. He's got 3. Johnson had 2 in the first half. But the crowd loved the effort. Johnson diving for a loose ball here on the near sideline. That actually did lead to the media timeout so they could wipe up the floor under 16. That's the kind of stuff Hawaii fans root for, is great effort. Johnson will get, well, I thought he would get a breather. He's going to stay in the game here. Considering Ruli F. with 3 fouls, Johnson's going to get a little more run than usual in the first section of the second half. We'll see Bender inbound for Long Beach State, and Hawaii's actually going to pick up here full court. Bender throws the inbound right side corner for Farrell. Hawaii showed for a moment like it would set up a trap, but ultimately didn't bring it. Lets Farrell get across midcourt. Finds Sykes off the screen high left. Drives right of the lane. Steps into a 2. That's around and out. Rebound Isaac Johnson off the miss for about 11 feet. Erickson the other way. Hawaii would love Sykes to go a little cold here. Erickson inside the arc, right to Namiksha. Up top, Johnson fakes the 3. Johnson drives. Johnson to the rim, lays it in. 50-44. Maybe this is Big Fish's time to shine with 15-10 to play. Majstorovic goes to the near wing. Bender off the screen, takes a 3 over Erickson, knocks it home. Another 3 for Shaquille Bender, his 3rd. Lead back to 9. 53-44. 14:54 to go. Erickson gets it away from the double team, finds Bender, spins his dribble to the near wing, and now finds Namiksha, who wasn't ready for it. Back to Bullock, and now to Erickson near midcourt. High left Finlinson. Erickson has it, wants to clear Namiksha away. Now uses him as a screener. Back to Giedis, left side. Far wing, Finlinson into the low block. Johnson backing in, leaning up for two off the glass. Got it right over Le'Veon and in. Back to a 7-point contest. 53-46, Long Beach State. 14:24 remaining. Dribbling right by Storvich. Lobs it in for Le'Veon. Knocked away by Erickson. Johnson comes up with the loose change, and he'll bring it ahead himself. Johnson crossover dribble. Kicks left for Erickson. He'll drive. Erickson to the rim. Lays it in. And the foul. Lead cut down a little bit more, and Erickson to the line. Sykes called for the harm. It's a 5-point game with 14:11 to play, and it has been Hunter Erickson's night. 20 for the transfer after spending a couple of years at Utah. Here at Hawaii for his final season. Free throw for Erickson. Off the short rim. Rebound grabbed by Bender. 53-48. Nearly 6 minutes gone by in the second half. Get the dribble handoff left for Sykes. Some contact with Bullock. Sykes near wing. Back out up top for Diaz, who just came in out high right side now. Finds Bender to the wing. Sykes off the screen. Drives on Erickson. Will float it out left. Take it out of the air. The steal by Bullock. He'll bring it up the floor with Diaz on his back. Bullock near wing to Traylor Johnson. Hands it back to Bullock. Goes right side. Stops the dribble. Now floats it to Johnson off of Karam. Johnson backing in. Stripped out by Shea Johnson Jr. Ball loose on the floor. It will go out of bounds. Johnson was on the sideline when he went out. Credit Shea Johnson Jr. on the help defense, knocking the ball free. By the way, Hunter Erickson, the 20 he has scored is a season high as a Rainbow Warrior. The previous high was 18 against Mississippi Valley State. So they finish wiping up the floor. Inbound goes into Diaz. Quickly across midcourt right by Storovich. Hands to Sykes, then back to Storovich. Fakes the three. Drives baseline on Namiksha. Barreling in on what do we got? A foul? A foul on Namiksha. Tried to absorb the contacts. Hawaii bench not thrilled. Giedis picks up foul number 2. And Storovich has been doing that to him all game. It's the second time it's been whistled. And those two still kind of tangled with one another. Inbound, taken away by Johnson, who finds Namiksha to give it up to Finlinson. Johnson's had a good defensive effort tonight. He's got a couple of steals. Erickson holding it. Far sideline, Finlinson back to Erickson. To Namiksha, high left. Again to Erickson, near side. Again, Namiksha, top of the arc. Around left to Finlinson, 9 to shoot. Finlinson for 3. Yes! Finlinson got it! It's a 2-point game. Timeout, Long Beach State. 12:56 to go. Beach 53, Rainbow Warriors 51. That three brought to you by Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union. Life matters. We'll step away. The Bows are on a 7-0 run, trailing 53-51 with 12:56 to go. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Lex Brody's Tire Company would like to say thank you very much for supporting UH. Wear your favorite UH gear into Lex Brody's and get an extra 5% off tires, brakes, and most other services on top of LexBrodys.com Super Saver coupons. You're the best fans, and Lex Brody's voted #1 in North America is the best choice for brake repairs and to purchase tires. Please visit LexBrodys.com for additional details and to set an online appointment.
Thank you very
Lex
much.
Brody's Tire Company.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's long-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit LexBrodys.com for the best tire value on Oahu. Thank you very much.
You won't get it anywhere else. Lex Brody's Tire Company.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
12:56 to play. Hawaii's making some noise here in the second half. Trailed by 10 at the break. Now down 2. 53-51 with 12:56 to go. The turnovers starting to mount for Long Beach State. They've given it away 5 times. in the last 4 minutes. Meantime, on Hawaii's end, they've hit 5 shots in a row. They're 8 of 13 here to start the second half. They've taken 9 more shots than Long Beach State has here in the first 7 minutes plus of the second half. Inbound coming in from Bender, who can run the baseline, gets it in for Rob Diaz. Dribbling away from 2 defenders, will race across midcourt. Goes right for Bender. Bender driving right of the lane. Floating 2 over Yassine Toomey, who just came in, misses. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by Long Beach State. And Chris Acker kind of said, hey, we got to settle down. We didn't need to go that fast offensively. Namiksha out, Ruliadef in. So you got Toomey, Ruliadef, Finlinson, Zay Kerr, Hunter Erickson on the floor as the inbound is into Kerr with 12:43 remaining. Hawaii can tie or take the lead here on this possession. Kerr floats his pass above the left elbow. Toomey skips it near side. Ruliadef twists down to the low block against Sykes. Ruliadef draws the help, turns, leans, twists, baseline 2. No, second chance. No from Toomey. Ball knocked out of bounds. Hawaii thinking that should have been a goaltend with Shea Johnson Jr. coming in late. I couldn't tell. Went off the backboard. Officials say he didn't touch it. So Erickson will inbound after tucking in his jersey. Box formation to our right side. Throws it in right wing. Kerr dribbles to the short corner. Bounces to Toomey. Up top, Ruliadef. 7 to shoot. Handoff left for Erickson with 4. Near side, Kerr for the lead. Off the short rim from 3. Rebound, Toomey. Taps it to Ruliadef, but before the shot, a foul on the ground. That's going to go on Shea Johnson Jr. Team foul number 3. Mostly even in that category here in the half. Hawaii 4, Long Beach State 3 when it comes to fouls. Inbound, Erickson looking in, left side wing for Ruliadef. Dribbles into the corner, and we'll bring it back out. Finds Kerr coming to it. Now high right of center. Finlinson, top of the arc, Toomey. Squares on his man, jabs. Now dribble weave right for Finlinson. Step back 18-footer. Doesn't hit the rim. Was that touched, however? Long Beach State, we thought maybe it did, as it was challenged by J.J. Tchaikovsky, but they say no, it's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Beach will have it. Baseline inbound when we return. 11:59 to go. Long Beach State leading Hawaii 53-51. You're listening to Hawaii Basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Rainbow basketball season is here, and Hele is running full court press on savings. Save 25 cents per gallon on fuel every day when you download the Hele app. That's right, save 25 cents per gallon every single day with the Hele app. Plus, use your Hele Kama'aina rewards points for a refuel or a spam musubi. Whether you're courtside or watching from home, Hele's got the winning play. Download the app to redeem.
Hele on.
Your health tip of the week is with Dr. Timothy Swindle of Hawaii Pacific Health.
Colorectal cancer is one of the most common types of cancer in the U.S., but it is preventable and treatable if detected early. Speak to your doctor about getting colorectal cancer screenings at regular intervals starting at age 45. With a team of experts and leading-edge technology, Hawaii Pacific Health's medical centers and clinics are there to help you live healthier.
Learn more at hawaiipacifichealth.org/cancer centers.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
11:59 to play. Long Beach State 53, Hawaii 51. Hawaii basketball brought to you by Chick-fil-A Ala Moana. Make any occasion special by ordering a catered feast from Chick-fil-A Ala Moana. From nugget trays to salads and wraps, let Chick-fil-A Ala Moana handle the prep so you can enjoy the party. Hawaii has made this one interesting, and in large part, the effort here from Isaac Johnson in the second half has been a big difference. 8 points, 5 rebounds for Johnson. He's got 2 fouls. He's played through it. That hasn't really affected him, but I look at the other number. He's got 3 steals. He's played some decent perimeter defense. He's been a little more aggressive in some non-offensive areas, and that's made a big difference for UH because Hawaii in that first half, Johnson was a little MIA because of foul trouble, and Hawaii really had to sift through that as much as possible. But if they can keep him in there, right now he's getting a breather. They're going to need him down the stretch, ready in the second half. The Long Beach State inbounding at the baseline to our right. Bender to bring it in. Sykes is on the floor. Shea Johnson Jr., Pitar Majstorovic, and Rob Diaz is in there as well. There was something on the floor inside the paint. They've grabbed that, and we're ready to go. Hawaii again picking up full court. Bender's going to bring it in and run the baseline, throws it in for Diaz. Hawaii shows the double team, ball deflected, taken away by Bullock. Leads in for two, he's fouled. And there Hawaii ramps up the full court defense, draws the foul on Diaz, and Bullock will head to the line. We've seen a lot of teams, they show the full court defense, they kind of feign the trap, and then just kind of bring back. At that time, Hawaii said, no, we're going to bring the trap, and it works. First free throw in, 53-52. And what helps, when you have someone with the leaping ability of Bullock that can deflect the pass, that changes a lot of things. This free throw here for the tie. It's up. It's in. New game at 53. 11:55 remaining. Trap in again. Ball thrown away. Taken away by Finlayson. To Bullock in the lane. Dishes across right. Ruledev. His two no. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Majstorovic will pick up the foul. His second. Hawaii is known largely for its three-point defense, its defense overall, but this is not your usual Hawaii defense these last few possessions. First free throw all net for Harry, and Hawaii ahead 54-53. 7 steals, thank you, Gary. 7 steals for Hawaii this half alone. Second foul shot, that's good. 55-53. Hawaii is on an 11-0 run here in the last 2:40. And here's the defensive pressure again. They got to hurry the inbound. It's bounced in to Isaiah Lewis from Cole Farrell. He nearly went over the baseline, initially looking to pass it in. Lewis dribbling over a screen up top. Good help from Toomey. Double team there in midcourt. Lewis is in trouble. Lewis stumbling. Lewis almost traveled. Somehow got it away to Johnson Jr. Shot clock's at 11. Lewis, top of the arc, drives right of the lane, leads, lost it, taken away by Bullock. 3-on-1. Bullock will take it himself. The lay-in. No. Ball tipped out. It ends up going to Long Beach State. Here comes Farrell. Bullock on his back. Farrell takes it all the way and pushes it in. We're tied again. 55 all. Hawaii's defense has been smothering, and it has really changed this game. 11:07 remaining. The lob it ahead. Ruledev in the paint. Ruledev for two. It's in. And he draws the foul. Hawaii back ahead. Hawaii had the 3-on-2 as they broke the pressure. Ruledev took it right in on Shea Johnson Jr. and caused the foul. This is a very different looking, confident looking Harry Ruledev here in the second half. They'll have one free throw here, as Long Beach State's going to bring in Le'Veon for Johnson Jr. after picking up his third. Free throw for Ruledev. Away and in. 58-55. It's a 14-2 Hawaii run. 11:03 remaining. Inbound goes into Lewis, gets it away from a double team, finds Farrell, who will bring it across the timeline. Gavin Sykes has been quiet the last few possessions. Farrell finds Le'Veon, back to Farrell, high left slot. Dribbles to the near wing, gets it to Majstorovic on a bounce pass. Back it in on Ruledev. Drew help for a moment. Majstorovic leaning in on Ruledev and draws the foul on Ruledev before the shot. And Majstorovic and Ruledev, well, Ruledev not happy with the official. Majstorovic thought he got hit in the back of the neck. Ruledev just took his fourth foul right there. And just as Harry Ruledev had been making a difference here, ooh, that was like chin to back of neck contact. I mean, that was not fun for any of those two. And that's what the argument was from Majstorovic, taking the contact to the neck. It was inadvertent. But that's how physical it's been whenever Majstorovic has had the basketball. First free throw good. It's 58-56. And here come the subs. Rulinef, Toomey, Finlinson out. Johnson, Namiksha, Erickson in. And they're going to send both teams to their benches. Well, I thought they were. They waved off the first free throw, I thought. No, now that they've counted it, they're going to give them one more. You know what it was? They initially signaled it was 1-1. That's where it was. And now they're going to call over to the scorer's table. There's confusion here. They're initially saying 1-1. Now they're saying it's a 2-shot foul. I didn't think this was on the shot. So now they're going to come over and talk about this, because if this was not on the shot, there shouldn't be free throws. It looked like the contact came before the shot. And so if consider that too. Yeah, that contact's way before the shot. We're looking at a video monitor here to our right. I mean, he was not in the act of shooting as he put it up. So what that would have to mean is you have to wipe out the free throw. So we are under a replay review. This is really more administrative than anything else. Although then again, I'm just a stickler for common sense. How do you undo something that just happened? I mean, you can, but I'm going to put myself in Chris Acker's shoes for a moment. When, if you overturn this, how do you explain that one to him without him losing his mind? Good luck with that. Replay review brought to you by BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine where you will find exceptional offers. The question is, should there have been free throws? Was the foul on the shot or was the foul before it? And again, remember, we've already had a free throw shot here. So there technically would be one more. There was even confusion. They were saying 1-1 versus 2. That's right, because there's only 5 team fouls. Hawaii's not in the bonus here. So this is a really fascinating moment. It's kind of drawn this to a halt here, but it's brought the crowd into this mix. Hawaii has really turned this around in the second half. Trailed by 10. Been up here in the second half, I think as much as 3. But this has turned into a long review. I mean, either way, it's a foul on Harry Rulinef. That's not going to go. So let's see. Let's see what Rick Badsell, Fled Mayberry, Doug Sturtevant decide. I'm looking over at Chris Acker, and they're going to call both coaches over here to discuss what's about to happen. They want Iran. They want both head coaches. Sorry, not you. They want the head coaches. Clay Wilson looked like he was going to be an acting head coach for about 5 seconds. This is going to be really interesting to discuss. Because again, you had a free throw. So let's see. They're going to take the point off the board. So it's going to be ball out of bounds. So the free throw does not count. It's a foul on the ground. It was before the shot, and Hawaii was not in the bonus. So 58-55 is the score with 10:41 to go. The referees got that one right upon review. Inbound goes into Majstorovic. Has Namiksha on him. Backs him down. Majstorovic leaning. Kicks out right for Sykes. Back into Majstorovic. Leads in on Namiksha. Almost lost it. Turns. Goes baseline. Blocked from behind by Bullock. It goes out of bounds. 9 to shoot. Hawaii usually doesn't bring a complete help defense over. I mean, Bullock was just kind of sitting and waiting to see if he had a play to make, and he did, knowing Majstorovic was going to go up. Inbound, bounced in near the baseline for Sykes. Started by Kerr with 7. Kerr backing him in at the elbow, leaning, twisting with 4, running 2 off the glass. It goes with 2 on the timer. And Long Beach State within 1, 58-57, 10-17 here in the second half. Kerr between the rings. Goes to Bullock and right back to Kerr. Off the screen from Namiksha. Now Gias has it. Above the left wing, Bullock trying to lob it for Johnson. It's out of his reach, but last touch by Majstorovic. It was out of Johnson's reach, but Majstorovic did get his hand on it last. He was begging for the official to change the call, which he wouldn't. And now Erickson will inbound at the baseline. Lots of bodies hitting the floor. Inbound Johnson leans in for 2 off the glass. No good. Rebound picked up by Majstorovic, and he wants to run himself. Gets across midcourt. It's a 1-point game, 58-57. Hands it off to Farrell and back to Majstorovic. Squares, goes baseline, drives by Namiksha. Slips a pass through a double team. Left for Le'Veon. His 2 no good, but a late whistle. And the 3rd foul on Isaac Johnson. And all Johnson can do, just kind of give an aimless, half-hearted smile. So 3 fouls on Johnson, 4 on Ruliudev. Le'Veon to the free throw line. First one for the Southpaw, can't put it in. Got glass, got rim, but didn't go through the hoop. Le'Veon is 62.3% free throw shooter. This place now definite. Second one in, tied at 58. 9:47 to play. Crowd of over 5,400 here at Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. 54-68. There's Johnson angle left. Jabs, moves it back to Namiksha. Now skips to the right corner. Erickson drives baseline and draws the bump on Isaiah Lewis. And that, I believe, is team foul number 7. So Hawaii's in the bonus for the remainder of the game. The next one on Hawaii will do the same for Long Beach State. Tickets issued, 6,512. Turnstiles, 5,468. Erickson shooting 1-1. Front end away. Off back iron, misses. Rebound by Majstorovic. Erickson's had a great game. That his second miss from the free throw line tonight. We're tied at 58, 9:21 to go. Majstorovic, bounce pass right side wing for Sykes. Jabs against Kerr, fakes the 3, now uses the dribble. Gets inside the arc, backed it on, lost it, but a whistle, and Kerr called for contacts, his 3rd foul, and Sykes to shoot 1-1. You can see what Long Beach State now is doing. The movement has slowed down. When it gets in the hands of Majstorovic or Sykes, it is, I wouldn't say full clear out, as Sykes is front end of the 1-1 is short, rebound by Bullock. It's not a full clear out, but it's certainly enough of isolation as Bullock drives, floating to, no, Kerr offensive rebound, leading, gets it out for Bullock in the corner, skips it up to the angle right in Johnson. He's got Sykes on him. We'll get the dribble handoff to Kerr. Now they'll reset. 10 to shoot. Kerr looking left. Draws help. Bounces up top to Namiksha. Skip pass left wing. Bullock with 2. Bullock driving. Bullock reverse lay-in. Just slips out. Tip by Johnson. Looking in. Johnson going up. 2-hand jam. Namiksha missed the initial putback. Johnson flushes it home. Hawaii back up by 2. 60-58. 8:25 remaining. That gives this crowd a roar. Sykes free throw line extended right. Takes a 3 over Kerr. Misses. Doesn't hit rim. Rebound Le'Veon. Turns baseline. Got Johnson up in the air and gets the 2 right around him to go. We're tied again. 60 apiece. 8:03 remaining. Of course, Johnson has to be a little careful to not pick up his 4th foul. That may have played a part there on that offensive board. And then Kerr throws the ball away. Taken by Lewis out of the air. Lewis leans on Kerr. And he has nowhere to go. He's got to throw it out. Bounces it into Majstorovic for 2. That's good with the smaller Erickson on his back. Beach take the lead again. 62-60 with 7:41 to play. Erickson up top, Johnson. He'll take a 3 for the lead. Flanks it off the back rim. Rebound grabbed by Le'Veon. Beach trying to gain some momentum right back here under 7.5 to go. Off the screen, Lewis drives lane line left. His 2 is good, and a foul on Johnson with late contact. That's going to be the 4th on Isaac Johnson. And Long Beach State will shoot a free throw when we come back with 7:23 to play. Long Beach State 66, Hawaii 60. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha, Kanoa Leahy here. I want to tell you about a special Kama'aina company I love, Kahala, the original Aloha shirt since 1936. Locally owned and operated in Honolulu, Kahala has been crafting iconic Aloha shirts for generations. To celebrate 90 years of Aloha in 2026, Kahala will be releasing limited edition shirts honoring each decade, from the 1930s to the 2020s. They look great and feel even better. Support local and check them out online at kahala.com, on Instagram at Kahala, or at one of their 6 locations island-wide.
When pain gets in the way of everyday life, it affects more than how you move. It changes how you show up for your family and your life. At Queens Orthopedics and Spine, patients receive nationally recognized care and advanced treatments to help them recover faster with better outcomes. So you can enjoy morning walks, get back in the game, and move comfortably again. Because at Queens, recovery is about more than healing. It's about getting back to life. Learn more at queens.org/ortho.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
7:23 remaining. Long Beach State leading Hawaii 64-60. They put up a 2 on the board a short time ago. I think they might have given 2 more points than they were supposed to. The scoreboard reads 64-60. It was 66-60 when we went to break, which did feel a little bit off because I didn't think Long Beach State had that much of a lead at that point. But it is 4 officially, 64-60 with 7:23 to play. Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu, brought to you by Waiakea Hawaiian Volcanic Beverages, naturally alkaline and always refreshing. Find us at a Times or Foodland near you or visit waiakea.com. The shot did go for Lewis. Johnson did pick up the foul, his 4th. Harry Rulidef's going to come back into the game. So you're going to play big man roulette here, the final 7:23. Can't afford at this point to have both Rulidef and Johnson off the floor when you're trailing, especially with Rulidef playing much better here in the second frame. So Lewis will shoot the free throw. His brother Emmanuel, his older brother, has played sparingly this year. Isaiah Jr. from Los Angeles. Free throw up, and it's good. 65-60. Long Beach State leading, 7:23 to go. Inbound thrown in, Hunter Erickson with Namiksha, Rulidef, Bullock, and Finlinson, the 5 on the floor. Bullock crosses the timeline with a head of steam, gets inside the arc, drives, dishes across the lane right. Rulidef, his 2 no good. Hawaii arguing for a foul, won't get one. But Rulidef had that point blank and couldn't put it home. Lewis slows it down and bounces to Bender. Out of the near side wing, Le'Veon floats it to the post, and Majstorovic will take it in on Namiksha. Draws help from Finlinson. Majstorovic turns, leans, gave up the dribble, has to do something, fades, misses short from about 7 feet. Rulidef the rebound. And when you can get rid of Majstorovic's dribble, he's going to figure out how to shoot it, sometimes against his best judgment. Erickson taking down his defender into the post. Turnaround 2 over Sykes, too strong. Rebound picked up by Bender. Long Beach State's on a 7-0 run, leading 65-60. 6:23 left. Bender looking for Sykes, almost overplayed by Erickson. Sykes will float it back to the high right side. Leopold Le'Veon stops his dribble, hands it to Bender. Dribbles inside the arc, now back out of top. He's going to drive on Bullock. Pull up, running 2 off the glass. That doesn't hit rim. That was too strong off the right side. That was kind of like a push-up with one hand instead of kind of your natural motion jump shot 2. Under 6 to play. Here's Bullock. Lost it out of bounds. Kind of off of that, not a flare screen, but the screen where you're going and catching the ball in rhythm to a spot to the wing, and he just couldn't look it into his hands. Just an unfortunate turnover with 5:51 remaining. As we'll see Kerr come in here Shea Johnson Jr. back in for Long Beach State. So Bullock getting a breather. Inbound into Isaiah Lewis with 5:45 left. 65-60 Long Beach State. Majstorovic, dribble handoff for Bender, who has it right. Back between the rings, Shea Johnson Jr. The near side, Lewis, and now squaring to Sykes. Leads in on Kerr. Sykes across the lane. His pass cut off by Namiksha. They were looking to get it into the corner, but Namiksha was right in between. He's got it high angle left, moves it back up top to Finlayson. Finlayson twisting, goes back to the near side. Kerr gets a screen from Ruledev, uses it. Kerr at the wing, 13 to shoot, drives in the lane, kicks left. Namiksha fakes the three, penetrates to the free throw line, back to Kerr. Wing three away. That's an air ball short. It clipped the net, the bottom, that's what you heard, but not through the net. 5 minutes to go, 65-60. Lewis between the circles. Finds Sykes. Johnson sets the screen. Sykes uses it. Drives on Kerr. Sykes forces up a two. Way off the mark. Too strong. Rebound picked up by Kerr. Great help by Ruledev. Challenging the shot. Finlayson the other way. Bounces it to Ruledev. Squares on Bender. Now backs him in. Ruledev turns. Goes right side. Lost it. Ball on the floor. Ruledev diving. It's on his side. Hawaii wants a timeout. Did Hawaii have possession? Boy, Eran Ganot making contact with Glenn Mayberry on the floor. Let's see, what do we have? A technical foul on Hawaii. It's on Eran Ganot. And it's because he made contact with Glenn Mayberry. Crowd's not going to like it, but that makes sense. You can't make contact with an official. Eran Ganot was on the floor. And what's going to happen here is we're going to have free throws. And that's what Glenn Mayberry's telling Eran Ganot. You can't be on the floor. Play was live. He was on the floor trying to get a timeout before there was ultimately... See, Eran Ganot was on the floor right in front of the official trying to call the timeout. Free throw misses. One more for Bender. Here comes the second. Good. 1 of 2 from the line. And it's 66-60. Now, the officials did not grant the timeout. Keep that in mind. That's what Chris Acker is asking. If the timeout was granted, it was not. It is Hawaii ball. So Hawaii, I guess, got possession. The technical foul. Listen, again, I'm kind of interested in how that ultimately plays out. Because how does Hawaii have possession off that? Hawaii doesn't have the arrow. So Glenn Mayberry now at the table talking to the scorer's table. So there's a technical foul. Usually off a technical foul, it's at the point of interruption, but all right, they're going to confirm it's Hawaii ball. We'll have to figure that one out later. Bullock looking to throw the inbound and lobs it near midcourt. It finds Johnson, and as Bender trying to strip it out of his hands, Bender's called for the foul. His first. And Johnson to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Boy, how tense this game is with 4:32 left. 1 and 1 for Johnson, who's got 10 points and 6 rebounds and 3 steals. Front end of the 1 and 1 is in. You know, I think of that technical, and I think about Bobby Hurley earlier today from UConn. He got tossed from their game. He made contact with an official, got 2 tees. That was a little more demonstrative than what we saw here. Second free throw good. But Johnson will leave. Toomey will come into the game. 66-62 is your score. Long Beach State ahead with 4:32 remaining. Be interesting to see now defensively. The inbound goes in to Lewis, gets it away from a double team, finds Bender, gets it across midcourt for Sykes. Love to see here how Long Beach State plays this. You got Ruledev with 4 fouls covering Majstorovic. They go to Sykes off the screen, and we got a foul here on Finlayson trying to push his way through a screen. His third, and back to the free throw line goes Long Beach State, who's now in the double bonus. Shea Johnson Jr., 3 for 10 from the free throw line coming into this game, shooting 2. Played for 4 years at San Diego State. Hits the first. 67-62. Johnson back in, Toomey out. So the offense for defense substitutions, I see that a lot here in the last 4 minutes plus. Second one, good as well. 68-62. Long Beach State leading, 4:19 to play. Inbound into Bullock, who will cross the timeline. This crowd quiets as Finlayson drives right of the lane, gets around Bender. His 2, no, but there's goaltend on Shea Johnson Jr., who didn't agree, but Chris Acker looks at him and says, use your head. You got to know better. So give the 2 to Finlayson. Johnson comes right back out. Toomey comes right back in. 68-64, 4:07 left. Inbound in Sykes. Double team is there. Gets it away. His pass to Bender, and he'll jog across midcourt. Storovich wants him to go away from him. They'll find Lewis between the rings. One-on-one with Erickson. 15 to shoot. We're under 4 to go. Up top now, Sykes off the screen. Johnson Jr. has it. High angle right with 8. One hands it back to Sykes. Well away from the basket with 5. Sykes jabs with 4. Off the screen. Long 3. Sykes hits. Oh, beast from distance. It's 71-64. With 3:32 to go, Hawaii's going to use a timeout. Boy, you drain about 26 seconds out of that possession, and then he launches and snipes from about 26 feet and knocks home a 3. Hawaii uses a timeout. That timeout brought to you by H-Camp, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. 3:29 to go. Long Beach State 71, Hawaii 64. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
Find your BMW today with a test drive at BMW of Honolulu.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Rooted in Hawaiian values, we believe in honoring the Aina, land, supporting our community, and living with aloha in everything we do. You can find us at most stores across the islands or learn more at waiakea.com. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
3:29 to play. Long Beach State 71, Hawaii 64. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
KHKA AM 1500. Your new home for Hawaii's sports leader, ESPN Honolulu.
Josh Pacheco here at Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Not to overplay something that happened a week ago, it was right around this time where Hawaii was trailing Cal State Fullerton by 9 points at Titan Gym. And then Hawaii went on a 15-0 run. And then Cal State Fullerton took the lead back and then hit a 3 with 18 seconds left. And then, the rest was Dre Bullock history at the Horn last Saturday. He's going to inbound it here in a 7-point game. Inbound goes into Finlayson, right side wing. Steps back for 3 over Sykes. Misses off the left rim. Rebound picked up by Shea Johnson Jr. Tough time to have a miss there with 3:20 to go. Hawaii's got its starting 5 on the floor. Isaiah Lewis, high right. Started to go left, now moves back to the right side of the floor. Johnson Jr. hands it back to Lewis. Shot clock's at 13. They're taking a lot of time. To Sykes, off the screen, straight away. 3 is good. Gavin Sykes has put it together here in the second half. He's got 26. It's a 10-point game. 74-64, 2:53 remaining. Hawaii's got to answer it quick. Johnson off the dribble for three. Misses that short. Rebound tapped into the hands of Mike Storovich. And now Hawaii needs a defensive stop on this possession. Otherwise, it could be very difficult to come back. The share of the conference title hanging in the balance. By Storovich. Hands off to Sykes, coming to it high right. 12 to shoot, 2:25 to go. Sykes one-on-one with Bullock. Uses Johnson as a screener. Twists off of him with 5. Sykes leaning. 3, that's good too. Oh my goodness. Gavin Sykes is unreal right now. 77-64, 2:11 to go. Hawaii's going to use a timeout. And Sykes may have very well put this one into a very deep freeze. We'll step away as Hawaii calls for time, brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. Long Beach State 77, Hawaii 64, 2:08 to go. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
This UH sports season, stay cool and go green with Malona Ice Cream. Malona's creamy, refreshing bars are the perfect treat for every Bows fan. And now you can enjoy Malona's new pina colada flavor, available exclusively in Hawaii. Whether you're watching from the stands or cheering from home, beat the heat and treat yourself to Malona. Find your favorite flavors at Costco, Foodland, Safeway, and 7-Eleven stores. Go green and enjoy Malona, the coolest way to cheer on the Bows.
At Dial Electric Supply, we're your local-based company with your needs in mind. We see the light in Hawaii, and rest assured, we are with you all the way. Our sales counter and will call are here to serve Hawaii's electricians, developers, utility companies, businesses, and homeowners. The Dial Lighting Gallery showroom is open by appointment only. Go online to www.dialelectricsupply.com. Open weekdays from 7 to 3. At Dial Electric Supply, we see the light.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
2:08 to go. Long Beach State leading Hawaii 77-64, trying to spoil senior night. See if Hawaii has one last gasp in them. UC Irvine earned a share of the conference title earlier tonight. A Hawaii win would give the other half, but if this result holds, UC Irvine would win the conference title outright. Inbound thrown into Johnson, low block. With Shea Johnson Jr. on his back, backs him in. Johnson turns, leans right, trying to go around him, pivots up for 2, gets it off the glass and in. 77-66. Now Hawaii's got to figure out how aggressive you want to be here defensively. Bender at the baseline, throws it in, finds Isaiah Lewis. Lewis hassled by Bullock near the baseline. Shot clock's not moving. Shot clock is not moving, and now they're going to stop play. The shot clock went for 1 second and then froze. And they're going to have to go to the monitor, I'm sure, to figure out how much time actually went off, because there was a good amount of time that Isaiah Lewis was hemmed in at the baseline. And I don't think they're saying the game clock, I think, froze too. So we're under review for a clock malfunction. This review brought to you by BMW of Honolulu, the ultimate driving machine where you will find exceptional offers. What we know all the seeding. The seeding is set in the Big West. Hawaii is locked into the 2 seed. They'll play Friday night, 5:30 tip from Lee's Family Forum. We'll be on the air at 5 o'clock with Rainbow Warrior Countdown. You'd love to go in with a win. Either way, though, I mean, you lose Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You lose momentum either way, having 5 days off. Team will leave for Vegas on Tuesday, have a few days to get practice in, and get ready for Henderson. So the officials right now are looking at the clock. I mean, I've got to imagine at least 5 to 6 seconds went off the clock. There has to have been. But they'll have an opportunity, 1, to look at it live, 2, we could slow it down as well. The one other thing that was dangerous about that play, Lewis being hemmed in at the baseline, that back of his foot got very, very close to touching the baseline. But this is important defensively too, given how much pressure Hawaii has put here in full court. Now they've actually grabbed a stopwatch so they can be able to look at this real time and clock what exactly happened here. 1:49 to go. Long Beach State 77, Hawaii 66. We are in a officials review to look at the clock, which did not run. It stops as it's supposed to after the made basket, but when the ball was inbounded, the clock did not start. So we'll see what they determine. Trying to read Glenn Mayberry's mouth here, and I'm not sure what they know here. But depending how much time they take off, I mean, you still have to get it across before the play clock or the shot clock hits 20. So 1:51, shot clock's at 22. Wow. So Long Beach State, if I have this right, Long Beach State's got 2 seconds to get it across midcourt. Glenn Mayberry and Rick Batzel are talking about this right now. And what Long Beach State's got to think about here is they got to think about timeout usage if they need to. Long Beach State's got 2 remaining. Yeah, that's the other part of this conversation that gets real interesting here. Where are they going to get the inbound? This is the other interesting thing here. He's got 2 seconds to get it across. Rick Batzel just telling Chris Acker that. But I'm also interested in where the inbound is going to be. It looked like the stoppage came from the baseline, and now Long Beach State's going to use the timeout to ensure that they can break this. So a 30-second timeout by Long Beach State with 1:51 to go. That was the question Hawaii was asking. Where is the inbound going to be? So now, and the inbound, interestingly enough, is going to be in front of us, which is about 8 feet from midcourt, which is surprising to me because when things stopped, it was much closer to the baseline than what it was here. So it's almost like a lifeline here. So they confirm here, they got 2 seconds to get it across. Shot clock at 22, 1:51 on the game clock. Chris Acker not happy about something here. Hawaii really trying to fight for every inch of where this ball is going to be inbounded. So here comes the inbound right in front of us from Farrell. Farrell throws it in, finds Sykes. And the officials just told the Hawaii bench they had a new clock because of the timeout. That's why they didn't enforce the 10 seconds there. But the shot clock's down to 10. Sykes off of Majstorovic screen, lost the ball. It's on the ground. Sykes in midcourt gets it away to Majstorovic. And we got a backcourt violation on Sykes. Wow. I wasn't sure that he got across midcourt. And Chris Acker can't believe it. I mean, he's arguing to Glenn Mayberry. That was near his area of concern. But that leaves the door a little bit open here with 1:35 left. 77-66. Hawaii trailing with 95 seconds left. Ruling F inbound goes into Hunter Erickson. Hawaii's got to get offense, and they got to get offense quick. Erickson driving on his man Lewis, draws a double team. Has to throw it out, finds Bullock. Fakes for 3, drives, running 2, off the glass. It goes in, and he draws the foul. That's on Bender. It's a 9-point game. A free throw can make it 8. 77-68 with 1:25 to go. 13 for Bullock with 4 rebounds. This one big here. Free throw away, in, 77-69. Hawaii puts up the full court press again. Bender can run the baseline. Looks in, far corner, Sykes. Double team is there, and a foul going to be called on Bullock before Sykes can get the pass away. So Gavin Sykes, the team's best free throw shooter at 81.4%, will shoot 2 free throws. Both teams, well, Long Beach State's in the double bonus. Hawaii will be on the next foul. Sykes, notably, their best free throw shooter, but he's 4 of 8 tonight. Looking for back-to-back 30-point games. First one for Sykes is in. 78-69. That's 30 for him after scoring 39 last Saturday at Cal State Bakersfield. One more for the freshman. That's it. 79-69. Back to a 10-point game. Bender out. Farrell in here. Imagine here for defense, 1:22 remaining. Hawaii has 1 timeout left. Erickson off the screen, keeps the dribble, moves it to the near side. Really to have quick three. That's short. Rebound, tip loose near the baseline, out of bounds off Hawaii. I mean, really to have let that one fly real quick. It was contested, missed it short. Johnson out, Toomey in. You've got to imagine here at some point, maybe very quickly, you start to consider the idea of fouling, even with well over a minute left. And we'll get a foul before the inbound. It's on Bullock for a grab of Sykes. So time doesn't go off the clock. And Sykes will shoot 2 free throws. And we talked about it coming in. Long Beach State has played a lot of good teams tough. And when Sykes is hot, like he was tonight, 10 of 17 shooting, 5 of 8 from 3. Rattles home the first free throw, 80-69. Toomey out, Johnson back in. When Sykes is hot and he's healthy, this team can be hard to beat. Second free throw, that's good. 81-69. So it's a 12-point deficit for Hawaii with 1:12 remaining. Inbound goes to Erickson as he'll hurry his dribble across midcourt to Bullock right wing, runs right into a defender. Off the dribble 3, off the left wing. Johnson dunks the putback in, and Hawaii uses a timeout. So 1:03 left. Deficit back down to 10, 81-71. Hawaii using its final timeout here to set up its defense. As this timeout is brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. If this result holds, Hawaii's still looking at a 22, if it's a loss, a 22-8 season. You have the conversation about not just needing to win 2 games to get to the NCAA tournament next week. Are there possible backup plans if they don't win the Big West tournament? A 22-plus win season can do that for you. Inbound coming from the baseline. Farrell can run the baseline on the inbound. Throws it in near side, finds Lewis, bounces it away from the double team. Pass deflected far side for Sykes. Throws it across mid-floor, wide open down the floor is Bender with a jam to seal it. 83-71, 53 seconds remaining. That was the decisive blow. Erickson 3 at the wing, that's good. 83-74. That's Hunter Erickson's 4-3 with 46.9 remaining. Hawaii still wanting to play some defense here. Inbound to Sykes, hit from behind, a foul called on Bullock. That's his 4th. Most of that in the last about minute or so. And Sykes will just have an opportunity to pad his stat total now. 33 points in 37 minutes. likely we're talking about a Big West honoree of some sort when the awards come out before the conference tournament. First free throws in, 84-74. Toomey out, Johnson back in. One more here for Sykes. Second foul shot for him. Around and out. Rebound grab by Isaac Johnson. 43 seconds remaining. Hawaii's got to hurry. Erickson to the near side wing. Stops his dribble. Floats it out for Johnson. Off the bounce. Johnson to the three-point line. Drives. Kicks left for Bullock. Knocked out of the air and out of bounds. Was off of Majstorovic. That took some time off the clock. About 10 seconds or so. Hawaii will inbound far sideline down 10. Bullock to bring it in. Finds Johnson. Turns. Gives it back to Bullock. Step back off the dribble. Now he'll drive. Bullock leaning in for two. Throws up a wild one. No. Rebound grabbed and a foul as Lewis fouled by Finlayson. A little surprised to see Hawaii go to the rim there, but those three-point options were taken away. And Isaiah Lewis will head to the free throw line. We start to see some fans decide that they're going to head for the exits. A lot of them staying. Of course, the senior ceremony coming up. First free throw misses for Lewis. AJ Economo comes into the game as Harry Ruley that's going to get a nice hand from this crowd in his final home game. And one more here as Isaac Johnson comes out. It's a handshake from Eran Ganot. And one more as Dre Bullock leaves. Crowd applauding their efforts. Free throw, around and out. Rebound Finlayson. 23 seconds left, 10-point game. Finlayson twists, goes lane line, stumbles, and is fouled. Stops the clock with 19.3 left. Fouls the fourth on Shea Johnson Jr. Hawaii's tallest player on the floor is 6'8" Isaac Finlayson. He'll shoot two. Really a lot of that to give some of these guys the hand they deserve here toward the end. Eran Ganot talking to some of those guys there at the end of the bench. Finlayson misses the first free throw. Talk about how incredible they are, kind of reading some of his words, giving them some affirmation for the efforts they've given. One more here for Finlayson with 19.3 left. Free throw away. It's good. 84-75. And Eran Ganot tells Finlayson to get back. We're not going to foul. Long Beach State's going to come in here and steal one from Hawaii on senior night and erase the opportunity for Hawaii to earn a share of the conference championship. A big smile for Chris Acker, Long Beach State's head coach. The Beach come in here and stun the Rainbow Warriors 84-75 here in the home finale. Long Beach State gets its 6th conference win, 10th win overall. Hawaii falling to 22-8, 14-6 in the Big West. The seeding doesn't change. Hawaii's still assured the 2 seed in the Big West tournament next week. But Long Beach State did play spoiler of some kind. That spoiler was denying Hawaii the chance to say that they were in some way conference champions. Now Hawaii has to take this, kind of learn from it, and figure out where to go for Friday and who they will face. Could be any combination of CSUN, possibly that part of the bracket with UC San Diego up there in the top left. That's going to be a very interesting bracket to watch going forward. 84-75. It's Long Beach State over Hawaii tonight. Senior ceremony coming up here in just a moment. We'll continue to bring you reaction here from Banco Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Long Beach State 84, Hawaii 75. This is Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Many people in Hawaii struggle to afford healthcare. And now, a merger between HMSA and Hawaii Pacific Health could make it worse. Mergers like this raise costs and reduce access to care, shifting resources away from the hospitals communities depend on. Most Hawaii residents oppose a merger because of these concerns. They want practical improvements, not major disruption. At the Queen's Health Systems, we join others in calling for an independent review to protect families, small businesses, and communities across our islands. Learn more at healthcaremergerrisks.hi.org.
This place they call paradise, I call my home. Blessed to be born and raised local ground.
With hotels, condo resorts, and vacation rentals on 5 Hawaiian islands, Castle Resorts and Hotels is a Kama'aina favorite. When you need a place to stay to attend a tournament, family function, or a golf getaway, visit castleresorts.com for special Kama'aina rates.
H-A-W-A, 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 there ain't no other place like these islands.
Castle Resorts and Hotels. Born in Hawaii, built on hospitality, inspired by aloha.
H-A-W-A, there ain't no other place like these islands.
Lex Brody's Tire Company would like to say thank you very much for supporting UH. Wear your favorite UH gear into Lex Brody's and get an extra 5% off tires, brakes, and most other services on top of LexBrodys.com Super Saver coupons. You're the best fans, and Lex Brody's voted #1 in North America is the best choice for brake repairs and to purchase tires. Please visit LexBrodys.com for additional details and to set an online appointment.
Thank you very
Lex
much.
Brody's Tire Company.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's long-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit LexBrodys.com for the best tire value on Oahu. Thank you very much.
You won't get it anywhere else. Lex Brody's Tire Company.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Rooted in Hawaiian values, we believe in honoring the Aina, land, supporting our community, and living with aloha in everything we do. You can find us at most stores across the islands or learn more at waiakea.com. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Hawaii basketball on ESPN Honolulu.
Long Beach State defeats Hawaii 84-75, ending Hawaii's 4-game winning streak, putting Long Beach State's kind of a nice spot transitioning into the offseason. There will be some questions on the beach side. Gavin Sykes, I mean, you kind of figure the way he's been playing, you got to figure Gavin Sykes will probably hit the portal.